The train headed for Sunset City will be departing soon.
Welcome, everybody, to Sunset City, the only Sonic podcast worth ever listening to. I'm Pup, and to my left, actually, is Nick. Oh, wait, sorry, I didn't put your thing. Can you do that again?
What?
Can you do it again? I didn't have your audio on.
We're so professional. We do such a good job.
Also, over there with the titties is Gilly.
Only I'm professional. What? No.
And over there with the stupid cat ears is Surus.
Hi.
And over there with his eyebrows is Wayne.
It sounds like someone's breaking in.
That it does.
Breaking you in.
So we're here for yet another episode, a very special episode, actually. Episode 107. And today we've got a few little topics to discuss in the piss. How is everyone, by the way?
I'm doing
better than I have been in a while.
I'm really tired.
Good.
Oh,
good.
you need to get better energy, Wayne.
That's unanimously good. Yeah.
It's good when he suffers.
So, first up on the agenda is to just let the audience know how things go. Noticing we got a lot of super chats already, which is awesome, babe. Wake up, 5 o'clock, time to give us money. Yeah, we read those out at the end of the episodes as per the usual, so just letting people know that, even though it says now in the reception screen. So, that's that. We also have a patron. Link is in the... somewhere. It's somewhere. Yeah. So, Sega of America is unionized, boys. How about that?
Yeah,
It's certainly half of the problem.
it's interesting. I thought that happened already, or were they just trying to unionize?
No, they
before?
were trying to
trying,
unionize
yeah.
before. 'Cause
Okay.
they announced the unionization back in April. So it's taken them a little bit to actually get it through, because they're not just unionizing on their own. They're going through a multi guild union within the games industry.
They got more than one Gilly?
Ah, yes, multi-guild union. I
Okay.
also know what that means.
Go on.
Okay, so basically it just means that if for some reason your company were to say, like, hey, we've seen your union contract, we understand that you guys want higher wages, but
Yeah.
fuck you.
I agree, yeah.
You don't
But
just
fuck you.
Yeah.
you don't you don't just have the backing of your own union to work
Yeah.
with. You have the backing of, like, the Microsoft union will back you, the Sony union will back you, the whichever, because Microsoft is the bigger one that's here as well. That's
You
gonna
make a
unionize.
lot of sense there, yeah.
God. Anyway,
I agree.
do you want to do you want to
I
like
agree, I concur.
do you want to like bring up a topic to be talked about, and then when somebody knows what they're talking about, you just don't let them talk about it?
You're a
what
nerd, that's all.
Yeah.
Just give me your fucking burger right now,
And then
nerd.
don't
I'll give
fucking
you a-
bring up the topic.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna give
shit
you a
fuck.
big old swirly, you know?
That's about how I thought that was. Gonna
Actually, New York
Get
was
up!
built on maths.
God damn it! I'm never gonna live that down. That's okay. As Gilly has told me before, I didn't learn physics.
And there we have it. That's our discussion on the Sega of America unionization.
So, we're not done. There is one other aspect to this as well.
Yeah, go on.
Because Sega of America is a subsidiary of Sega of Japan.
Oh.
They still have to actually take all of their contracts, and they have to take them to the bargaining table with Sega of Japan still, which is going to be infinitely harder
Oh yeah.
than
It's
with Sega of America.
it's gonna be what harder?
Infinitely harder. Like a sea of dicks.
Fun is infinite at Sega. Fun is hard at Sega.
I've been thinking about that for quite a bit. Just, I mean, every time I do any kind of research for anything Sega related, like the conversation between, like, about like the miscommunication between Sega of Japan and Sega of America, and just the animosity, and like that was again reconfirmed with the Sega Saturn leaks from last week.
No, I remember, yeah.
Like, I just keep thinking of, like, I wonder how this is going to actually, like, shake out, because Sega of Japan is still going to be Sega of Japan.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why they're not just unionizing Sega of America. They're working with a multi-guild so that they can be like, hey, Sega of Japan, we understand that you don't like the things we said. We've got Microsoft behind us. We've got everybody in the ZeniMax QA Workers Guild behind us. That's why they do that, because they know that the conversation with Sega of Japan's not gonna go well.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I remember when I was at Sega of Japan. They were very hard to communicate with. It was probably down to the fact we spoke different languages.
I mean, hey, that wasn't that literally part of what was difficult about the development of Sonic 2?
That's why I hate them!
Okay.
Oh my god.
And that is why we got Metropolis Zone, and now Gilly and Pup hate each other.
Metropolis.
We agree over Metropolis Zone, don't we?
No, because you think Labyrinth Zone is better than Metropolis Zone, which is a psychotic thing to say.
I think what you're saying is a psychotic thing to say. I like Labyrinth, kinda.
It
has water in it. I like water.
Labyrinth has a built-in shortcut, so you can just get past the bullshit. Metropolis doesn't really have that.
Labyrinth Zone
is the shortcut killing yourself?
Labyrinth Zone had to put shortcuts in every single act, all 4 of them.
And Metropolis should have.
No, but they knew that it was so bad that they needed to put shortcuts in it.
They also moved it because it was originally going to be the second level.
Jesus.
Yeah, and nobody would have played the game.
Fuck.
I mean, I say that with Marble Zone enough, which I still think is worse than Labyrinth, just on the basis that...
You think... I don't know how
on the basis,
have more fun with Labyrinth than Marble.
On the basis that
Crazy.
Labyrinth has kind of a novelty to kind of how punishing it is in a way. Whereas...
It's just annoying, it's just a slog.
Marble's
just is the Dark Souls of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Marble isn't even difficult, it's just boring, you know? Like
I like...
It's just annoying.
I like...
No, but wait, Pup, you the other day just said... What do you mean? The other day you just
we tie up Pup to a chair and just repeatedly just slam him in the nuts with a nail bat, and he's just like, "Oh, the novelty."
I don't hate Labyrinth. I'm sorry. I don't hate it.
I don't know how.
It has water. It's very refreshing, and
I like Labyrinth, but I do think Metropolis is a little bit better.
How do 2 of you like Labyrinth?
I like...
Okay.
I don't like Labyrinth. I like Labyrinth's aesthetic.
Okay, that's different. That's
different.
Yeah.
I like water zones. All right, there. I fucking said it.
There is nothing fun about water in Sonic.
Okay, tell that to Hydro City Zone, because that
Hydro
zone
City,
is...
yeah, the best parts of Hydro City Zone are the parts that you're not in the water, and the best parts of fucking...
like running on water and shit as well, like fucking...
because it's not water physics!
It's water because you're running on it. You're going very, very fast.
Because you're not slowly trying
Let me guess, you're now going to tell me
water.
you hate Jungle Joyride from Sonic Unleashed as well.
I was going to say Jungle Joyride Sonic Unleashed is actually a really fun way to incorporate water in Sonic.
It's a Kino stage.
Never let him get in the fucking water.
You're assuming that I remember anything from Sonic Unleashed.
Also, Aquarium Park from Sonic Colors, one of the best stages in the game.
Aquarium Park actually. So I will say in defense of Sonic with water stuff, Aquarium Park at least lets you have an infinite jump in water, which solves any water-based problem I've ever had in Sonic.
It's a weird one because I don't.
It makes no goddamn sense, but I'm okay
even
with
Aquatic
it.
Ruin, even Aquatic Ruin is that stage
the best
is
parts
good,
are on the top
until you fall into the water and then you get punished.
That's because Sonic 2 has fucking terrible level design in places.
Because it's a punishment.
It has spots of just bad level design, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I will give Aquatic Ruin that, because back when I reviewed Sonic 2, I bitched about that, but to Aquatic Ruin's credit, if you're good enough at it, you can skip the water portion.
I love that stage because I never touch the water.
Why is the parallax scrolling in that stage so bad, though? Like, it looks weird. It doesn't move right.
I don't know.
I hate Oil Ocean there. Fuck Oil.
I don't
Oil
care
Ocean's
for Oil
fine.
Ocean.
It's fine.
Oil Ocean's alright.
It's the most
Oil
Sonic
Ocean.
1 stage in Sonic 2.
Oil
Ocean is fine unless
stage.
you're bad at it.
So when I was a kid, I hated Oil Ocean, but as an
that's
adult,
my Mystic
I don't
Ruin
hate
for
it.
Sonic 2. That one's just boring.
I love... Wait.
Mystic Cave, you mean?
Are you talking
Oh.
about Aquatic Ruin or Mystic Cave?
Marble Zone. Sorry, that is my equivalent of Marble Zone. For- Oil Ocean
I hear what
is
you're
my
saying.
Oil
equivalent-
Ocean is not. Come on.
It's better than Marble
It's
Zone.
boring.
I'll say that.
It's boring as fuck. It's dull. It is
It
a
has a-
tedious affair.
So the origin of all of this
It's way
conversation.
faster than Marble. It's more.
Okay.
Oh,
kinetic
I don't
than
give a
Marble.
shit about that.
Oil
That
Ocean
doesn't make
is
it
what-
any less boring.
Oil Ocean is what happens when Chemical Plant is bad.
For the audience at home,
Some stuff in Oil Ocean I like.
Okay.
I
So
like the little shooty cannons, and I like the little.
the shooty cat,
oil
you're not
slides.
even playing anything for that bit.
Yeah, but you don't have to use them.
Even then, like that's
So
like
when-
saying, "Oh, you don't have to play the cyberspace stages." Yeah, but
And
that's
I
gonna
like-
be good.
and I like-
Cannons, I've played Donkey Kong Country.
So when's the Sonic 2 race?
No, so folks, like just for the folks at home, what started all this is the fact that I recently put out a video of every classic Sonic stage ranked from worst to best, and these boys actually watched it. Thank you guys. And Gilly shat himself and decided he was gonna smear
Yeah, 'cause
his.
Pup was like,
fucking-
I put out a loaded video full of
What's so loaded about it? It's-
crazy opinions like that fucking Marble Zone.
Marble Zone is just worse than Labyrinth in my opinion because it's less
How is that
noteworthy.
even possible?
I just wasn't phased because like he put like some of the least popular some of the worst stages of those games near the bottom. I didn't agree with the placement either, but I was like, yeah, this is like the worst patch, and here's the okay patch, and here's the great patch.
Yeah, but so
Also, I think a lot of people were kind of mad at me for like some of the higher placement of like the Sonic CD stages, but I think a lot of these stage rankings are going to be dictated on how you feel about Sonic CD, and like I feel more positively towards Sonic CD, especially in the recent years, than not. So I think that's why a lot of Sonic CD ended up above Sonic 2 in certain areas.
when I
including
play
Title
Sonic
Tempest.
CD, I zone out and I don't realize what I'm doing, and then the game's over.
Just
That
skill
works
issues.
because there's no zones in Sonic CD.
Yeah, they're
Sorry.
wait,
Oh
what are
wait,
they?
no, they double up on zones. No, they double up on
No,
zones.
yeah,
I'm a liar.
it's zone
I'm a
1,
liar.
zone 2. It's no
I need
acts.
out. I need out.
You're not
But-
getting out.
Uploads a loaded video. It
Loaded
starts
video. You know what
reacting to the
fucking
When your
hate-
Wi-Fi is working.
reacts to
fucking
the.
hate- fucking hate Stardust Speedway.
So anyway, good luck with the
Oh,
union, guys.
Stardust Speedway's so cool though.
Yeah, at
if
least
you're
Stardust
good at
Speedway
it.
out.
It looks cool.
Sonic CD is skill issue the game.
I gotta admit,
Yeah,
I've
that's
warmed
me
up
too,
to it
good
a lot
job.
over the past year.
I still like the game better than 1.
Yeah, definitely better than
Oh,
one.
it's better. It's a lot better than 1.
I
I
put it
like
on,
1, and it's a lot better than 1.
I put it on equal footing with 2. I like them both for different reasons. 3 is the best one.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Three Knuckles, baby.
If objectivity exists in media criticism, then Sonic 3 and Knuckles should always be the best classic Sonic game.
Nah.
Well, that's just like your opinion,
Well,
man.
it also just it completely depends on what you want out of a Sonic game.
I
'cause
base
2
it on
has-
what I want out of a game in general. Like Sonic 3 and Knuckles just has more consistent level design to me. There's only one bad
I don't
stage in
agree.
Sonic
I
3
don't
and
agree
Knuckles.
with that. I think a lot of Sonic 3 and Knuckles is like stopping and being careful.
That's not true at all. No. What are you talking about?
Yes, it is. Yes, it
No,
is.
it's a
compared
very,
to 2.
it's a much faster game than 2.
No, it is not.
It is. I
You're
think
out
it
of your
is.
fucking mind.
I'm
You're
not out of my
crazy.
fucking mind. Two will give you just a straight line
God, this is
speedway,
fun
but
to
then
just
it'll
listen
throw
to.
some
Even Nick,
random
fucking
ass.
Nick is like, well, people who play
2
Sonic
will
for the first time
fucking
should play
throw
2.
random ass bullshit at you, and then wonder why you even went fast
No,
in the
it
first
doesn't.
place. Whereas
3 does the same shit.
3 doesn't do the same shit.
What are you
3
talking about?
3 is this nice, even fucking shit the whole way
Okay.
through, apart from Sandopolis Act 2,
No,
which
it
can go
is
fuck
not.
itself. Yeah,
What
yeah,
I
yeah.
what I find troubling is all of this is distracting us from the actually most important news of today,
No, we're not. No.
He's
and
gonna
that's
say
that
something about
Dragon,
Metroid, isn't he?
a new Dragon Quest game just shadow dropped on PC.
Right, bring me the toilet. Time to give this kid a swirly. I have just passed level 38 in Mouse Quest.
Pay some fucking respect to Dragon Quest, boy. I'll drown you.
You are Shrimp from Smiling Friends.
Well, I can't really threaten Pup because if I'm doing anything obscene to him, he's just gonna be sitting there. Oh, the novelty. I guess it would sound a little more.
Yes, Channel Pup. The
Yeah,
Murloc.
waterboard me, and I'll be like, yeah, I like water stages, mate. Come on.
At least this one I get to breathe every now and again.
Just hear the drowning
feel it's
music in my
weird.
head.
I feel it's weird. Like I'm not like really even kind of engaging when it's like all bunch of classic Sonic stuff or anything. It's like I've been writing the Origins Plus script so much. I'm just like, yeah, you go off, Kings. That's fine. I'm tired. I'm so tired of these games. I love them so much, but man, I'm tired. Oh my god. Origins Plus.
I recently logged back into Sonic Frontiers on PS5 to wash the taste of Sonic Prime
Of
Season
course.
2 out of my mouth.
Of course you.
It's not even that bad.
It's not
just-
bad, no. It's
Yeah.
not my thing. Yeah,
It's very
like-
toast milk or whatever it is you people say.
milk toast.
Toast milk.
No, I fucking love
I-
Frontiers. I'm fucking Frontier. Like I was just playing it. I was just like, this shit's amazing. This is amazing.
It's very satisfying after Zelda. Somebody put this in a thumb. I don't know what the title was. I haven't like actually watched the video yet, but I have to agree with it. It was just like a brilliant game that frustrated the hell out of me. It was like the title of the video. I was like, that is, yeah, that's
Well,
a great way to describe Zelda.
That's another thing is, like, I've been wondering a little bit, like, how intentional is it making the spin dash so exploitable and flingable? But I went round hunting for music notes because they put a few more ones in there now, and there are some that you can only get by flinging yourself off of. There are some you can only get with the spin dash effectively, unless you're just really fucking good at in-air controls.
That's good.
And I was like, there was just this bit in fucking Rhea Island where there's a tower that you cannot climb or anything, but there's a music note atop it. So I just went to a hill, flung myself off of it, jumped at the right time, and landed on top. I was like, this is amazing. This is fucking amazing. This is the shit right here. This is my
I think
Sonic.
I'm gonna like start streaming that soon. I can't imagine like the third thing could drop and add some more stuff to the main game. I imagine I'm guessing though. I imagine that's gonna be more focused on the
narrative.
Ultra. I'm so tired. The other characters.
Extra,
I'm personally-
extra story, new characters,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
a replacement for Oranos, the Supreme, and the end.
I'm personally holding off on picking the game up again until like the last update releases. That way I can just kind of like look at it as a complete full package. I'm just like, the episodic nature of these little like updates and everything. Like it's good again that they're fixing it at all, but I'm just like, I don't want to piece at it. I just want to play the game when it's done.
Yeah, I want to.
I get that, but also like I was like, I got a big ass video to make. I'll get done.
Yeah,
So-
ask
I
me.
also think that it may be a good idea just in general to play through the game. Like when you do play through the game again, do it in New Game Plus. Maybe
Oh,
like
definitely
maybe earn your
right.
spin dash now,
earn spin dash
So
new
that-
game plus.
so that when the third patch comes in, you can New Game Plus and have the spin dash for it.
Also,
Not a terrible
something I want to do is I want to live stream the entire game in birthday mode, because I did start up a New Game Plus save with birthday mode on, and it's really funny because sometimes it will be like a fairly somber cutscene, but they'll keep the music of the Starfall Islands playing and stuff. But the default music is this birthday mix stuff. So Giganto has just thrown Sonic through a load of towers and stuff, and he's just gotten up, he's catching his breath, he's like, oh, I can't defeat this, the original, and it's all like, just the Happy Birthday by Tomoyo Otani's playing in the background, and it's just really fucking funny.
Should just be the I want someone to mod in the birthday song from Home Movies.
I don't know what that is.
You guys don't know that one?
I watched so many episodes of Home Movies and I don't remember that.
It is just too fucking obnoxious for me to imitate. I'll just
Didn't
put
they
it in
do-
the back rooms and you can listen to it whenever.
It's
Wasn't
too
there-
obnoxious for this show.
Do you remember the Do you remember the Aqua Teen episode where they were writing a new birthday song? I can't even remember it now.
I
but
know.
just-
I can't remember anything. I just remember it was funny. It's been a while since I watched that show. was thinking about the other day too, because the voice actor for Master Shakes and the Ghost and Molly McGee, and I was like, man, I want to go listen to some fast food again.
Heard that show
That
was
show.
good. I have not been keeping up with stuff. Yesterday was the first time, like, I guess credit to Sonic Prime. It was like I finally started catching up on some other things that I've been meaning to watch for a while. Like I'm finally gonna fire up Arcane later today. So I just want to catch up on animated shit.
Wayne,
I've
when
been
you
watching a bunch of anime stuff.
when you finish Arcane, you and I gotta talk.
All
Fair
animation is bad.
enough. Oh, okay. Hey, dude, your avatar is literally. You know what? Never mind.
Don't
Never
worry about it,
mind.
don't worry about it.
Never mind.
You act as though a person cannot hate themselves.
Yes, if I was you, I would hate myself too. It's fine.
Damn.
I'm
Shit.
kidding, I love you.
You didn't have to kill me
love you,
like
bud.
that. No, it's too late for that now. No.
Oh no! Oh no!
If you want to reconcile, you got to bring me some toast.
Well, you
Oh,
know,
God. Of
the
the
next
milk
time we all
variety?
go to New York, I know
Nick.
what you need to do.
Nick,
Mm.
here you go.
Drop some in the back rooms.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I guess we are obligated to some extent to talk about Sonic Prime, aren't we?
Yes.
Shall we start off? Shall we start off with Gilly? Gilly, what did
What?
you think?
It was a show.
Yeah. How did you feel
I heard it's-
about it?
I heard it's got voices and animation in it.
Yeah,
I heard it's got a story.
It's
more or less.
yeah.
you could call it that.
No, it has to its credit got a story, just a very.
I
fucking long one.
didn't watch the fucking show because
It was very dragged out. I thought
Yeah.
it was very, very dragged out.
I agree fully.
It doesn't need to be a show.
I was
I-
actually this whole time this whole week I've been in Florida going to a funeral, so I was having more fun.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, dude.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Well, yeah.
I'll probably put together a quick video about season 2 at some point. I did just get done with the Chaos Sonic video. For now, for my patrons.
It's not even
just got
March
the
anymore.
notification.
It's so far from March now.
Yeah, I'll wait till next March for a relevant talk. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it
Just
done now.
delay it till next March, man. Like when they announce Sonic Prime's official cancellation.
I gotta admit, like actually going back and like reviewing stuff for footage and stuff like that, I did have a better appreciation for like the action of it all. They had some really cool
It's well
dynamic
choreographed.
poses. Yeah, like a lot of that stuff's really well choreographed. There's too much of it though, because like most of these episodes is just you got the good ass episode, right? Where you have Sonic and Shadow actually talking and planning and that cool fight between them.
Yep.
That's a solid episode. And then it goes back to Sonic just rushing through the Shatterverses, doing the exact same thing except with less character interaction. We're chasing down a shard, and then the same robots show up, and we have to fight the same robots. And sometimes they're tougher than other times. Until Sonic gets to save.
Rusty
The other
Rose
guy.
was fun. Was fun again though. I'm not gonna lie.
It needs to be
Yeah.
said. The character assassination that must have occurred for Mr. Dr. Eggman, for the fact that the man gets a source of ultimate power and decides to use it to create Big Robot, and then Nine has to come up with the idea of a Metal Sonic. Or do you even Eggman at that point? You know, like
I mean,
I
it makes sense for that series though.
Have we said spoilers?
Spoilers for
Spoilers!
Sonic
We're talking
season
about a
2.
show that we put in the title. Go
Well, to
watch
be
show
fair,
or
a show
fuck
that
off.
also
To be
literally
fair, like,
dropped
they wouldn't assume.
yesterday.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they'd
it's-
assume. Yeah.
Gee, I wonder if we're going to talk about the plot of Sonic Prime on an episode about Sonic Prime. No.
Oh my
no.
fucking god! It's been a day. It's okay to give spoilers.
It's been a
Holy
day.
shit.
We could be talking about it spoiler free. We haven't really. Yeah. So my bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put spoiler warning in the title now. Just.
That might be a good idea.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's very fresh out of the oven, and not everyone's just gonna straight shot it. Literally, the only reason I did was for this show. So
If I spoiled it for you, sorry, my bad.
We still haven't talked about like the last.
We're
little bit
sorry.
Of those
Sorry.
Sorry.
We're
Sorry.
we're sorry.
Sorry.
I do have to agree with Certified though. Dialogue was pretty generic. I mean, there were a couple of
Yeah.
good jokes here and there, and like the characterization for Shadow was real good, but like Wayne posted on Twitter yesterday, I was about to lose my mind if I had to hear "Me Beauty" another time.
And, like, people kept bringing up is just like, oh yeah, like the repeated dialogue of like, you know, the classic characters in that one universe. And I'm like, no. Within context, I get that, and that's supposed to be unnerving because of how repetitive it is. That's almost some like cosmic horror shit right there.
It's a Silent Hill thing.
I think they're there to make Nick shut up about Mobius.
The repetitive nature of that served a legitimate narrative purpose. Fucking Pirate Knuckles coming in, and just being all, you know, me beauty every single time he enters a shot. I wanted to die.
So Wayne, are you? I have a question. Which was worse to you? The me beauty, or the fact that after every scene with him, he had to do that fucking wink at the camera that, don't worry, I will definitely be betraying Sonic soon.
Yeah, no, that got annoying.
I didn't know where those characters landed in terms of like what side they were on. It was exhausting.
Before they
just kept flip-flopping. Yep.
Before I get too stuck in the weeds, I do want to preface this by kind of just giving an overall blanket thought on the show, kind of, just so that no one gets the wrong idea, because I think it's very easy to, based on just our little jokes and stuff back and forth, to think, oh, these guys hate this show and think it's bad. I'm going to say what I said in the group chat yesterday, where I kind of just said, I think Sonic Prime is it's of a perfectly good quality for what it's trying to be and the audience it's trying to reach the most and stuff like that. But it's one of those things where I don't think it's really for me. And I think, for one, it's a little pitched down when compared to something like IDW. I think it does talk down a little more to the kid audience than, say, an IDW comic would. And I guess that makes sense because the demographic for a comic and a cartoon show are different. And I think, it's just a Saturday morning good time, basically, for the kiddos. And I can see why plenty of other Sonic fans would be really enjoying this. It's just, for me, it's one of those things where we've got a story that I'm not really that interested in. I haven't been that interested in Sonic Prime's approach to the multiverse or anything like that, because it's definitely not made for Sonic fans. It's not like, you know, reaching into different canons. It's just very basic sort of pirate universe, caveman universe, dystopian universe.
It's not like they had an episode where Scourge came out and the lawsuit was thrown at Netflix or something.
Right. This is not a show that is made for people like me as such. And when I watch it, I feel kind of like I am watching a kids' TV show myself. I think it's pitched down a little too low for me. But that's not actually an objective criticism, because this isn't the first time Sonic has been pitched for a lower age bracket. You know, like we had things like Sonic Colors. The key difference here is, with Sonic Colors, I can skip the cutscenes. With this, it's all cutscenes, effectively. So it's like, if a TV show isn't at my age demographic, I don't even have gameplay to fall back on, so that's just how it is. I think for what it is, Sonic Prime is good. I'm not rolling with it much myself. There are things in there that frustrate me. That doesn't mean it's immune to criticism. But by and large, I just acknowledge it's not for me. I like it enough. I'm entertained by it, but that's it, you know?
It's a reminder to me that I feel silly being a grown-ass man trying to critique children's media, that kind of a thing. This feels like children's media through and through, which is like, it's baseline, it's fine. This is Man of Action's kind of like bread and butter. This is exactly middle of the road. It was here, it did its job, and it'll kind of just, I don't know, like water off a duck's back when it's here and gone, you know? Like, once it's gone, and we're going to be like, all right, well, that was the thing, I guess.
It's a cut above what's available for a lot of other like game to cartoon adaptations, and I think that it tries to handle a lot of the material faithfully. The animation is stellar, and I was consistently impressed with how expressive everybody was, how good like the texturing on some of the assets looked and everything like that. There's a lot of work that went into just making the show look good, that I think maybe is a little underappreciated when it comes to like serialized like 3D animation for TV is tough to get right, and I think like one of the first shows I ever saw it do it like well in a way that I think is actually aged gracefully was that one like 2013 Ninja Turtles series.
Also, like Nick said, the action is also top notch. Like, well, he didn't say top notch, but the action's very good. When I'm watching it, I get the sense that I get the sense when I'm watching that whoever's directing these action sequences really loves directing action sequences because, they're very kinetic. There's a lot of cool camera movements and shots. And I do agree with Nick that it's too much of it. Like, my biggest criticism of this overall is, like Nick said earlier, it's too long and too drawn out. Like, and I understand how these shows work. You know, you get an order of a certain amount of episodes, so you have to kind of fill up that time. And I'll say this. Last time when we were talking about season 1, quote unquote, it was, you know, talking about like, oh, the caveman universe is filler and stuff. With season 2, it kind of disputes that because they all factor into this bigger narrative. So,
that's
you know?
the thing, though,
I think it lends a lot of credence though to the original idea that this was the latter half of a season
100%. Like,
because it makes more sense to have. This is the establishing half of the season, and this is the payoff half of the season, as opposed to, here is season 1, it is garbage. Here is season 2, we need the foundation of garbage.
This is another thing as well, as I'm seeing, like, I've been watching a few videos on Sonic Prime just to see other people's opinions, and I'm noticing people are saying, oh yeah, with season 2, they've really upped the game and stuff, and it's like,
this was all in production at the same time.
Yeah, this was intended to be season 1 part B. When it was announced, it was a 24 episode order, and we've had 16 episodes now. And the fact that they're splitting this into season 1, 2, and 3, and the fact that the marketing has been so minimal, tells me that Netflix is sending this out to die. Which is no surprise because that's what they do.
Netflix does this though. Like Netflix does this. Like I said last time we did Prime season 1, like. I watch all Camp Cretaceous because I'm a Jurassic Park fan and I just like dinosaurs, even if it is just a silly... It is that, again, it's as middle of the road as that show was, and they did the same thing, whereas, like, we ordered a batch of episodes and then we split it up and then called them seasons.
It was a smash hit that ran for 3 seasons. It outlasted Sonic Boom, and it's cancelled.
Yeah, my thing is, like, and I said this earlier in, like, a group chat or something, but it's like, watching the Sonic and Shadow fight episode was refreshing because suddenly I gave a shit about stuff for a second. The stakes felt higher for a little bit, and partially because it was happening with characters I cared about, where it was just like I said, I guess last week, it was just like, I don't care about these other versions of all these other characters. I do not like 9. 9 annoys the fuck out of me. And it's like, I would just as soon see them all disappear and be evaporated back into their previous forms because I don't like the new versions. And so, you know, seeing Sonic and Shadow fight and they're talking about, oh my god, I lost a Chaos Emerald down in this void that, like, just absorbs and disintegrates life and everything like that. Everything felt dour and like, actually a little heavy, and I was super into that. And watching the fight, I'm just thinking to myself, this should have been 1 or 2 movie specials, not a goddamn series.
I will say, like, I was happy that the Sonic and Shadow will work together thing did get a little bit of payoff in that last episode, because like it was too long, I was worried that they were just going to be like, we have to work together, and then Shadow, the only thing he could possibly be in his position would be like man in the chair, but 9 was already being man in the chair. So what the fuck is Shadow going to help with at all?
What made that worse for me was, I think we do need that anchor. We need some of the old Sonic cast to start bleeding through. I was kind of hoping that it would be like, oh, he's restored, you know, the original Amy, or he's restored the original Tails, and they can come with him for the remainder of the journey. I miss that old cast now a lot.
I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
I'm really impatient for them to come back. I just want this adventure to fucking end because of it.
Wow, there's like so many Knuckles, like not the one I want though.
Exactly. And
it got a bit tiresome.
But
beauty.
What pisses me off so much is that, okay, I wanted Shadow to have a more involved role for 2 reasons. 1, I'm a Shadow simp. Fuck it. All right, I admit it. Number 2, I need that anchor. I just want another Sonic character to hang out with. And the thing that upset me a lot about this was that they say, oh, Shadow can't traverse through these portals. Sonic can, because he's special. But that doesn't stop Captain Knuckles from making it through. It doesn't stop Pirate Amy from making it through to New York City. It doesn't stop all these characters I don't give a shit about from making their way through.
I
have a
Pirate
theory.
Amy
I have a
moved,
theory
did
as to why other characters are able to move around stuff, though.
Okay.
So let's just take Knuckles as an example. It feels to me like what they've tried to do in a very, very poor way, but what they've tried to do is they've tried to make it so that each of these characters in each of these worlds is a representation of some aspect, negative or positive, of the main cast. So Pirate Knuckles is the treasure hunting aspect of Knuckles. Resistance Knuckles and the Grim is the part of Knuckles that we saw that they tried to show us in Sonic Forces. The conspiracy theory Knuckles is the get the fuck off my island aspect of Knuckles that we're so used to seeing. Like, all those aspects of him are one-noted in each of those characters. If Shadow's not able to go into one of these dimensions, it's because a piece of him isn't in one of these dimensions. But a piece of Knuckles is in that dimension, so he can go to those dimensions. It would make more sense because he did get shattered. Shadow did not.
Well, then it makes for Sonic to get through. It would make sense for us to, by the end of the show, see more Sonics, and that's something I would be more interested in. Is if we saw other Sonics now.
You could make the argument that, like, the other versions of these different characters had some connection to the prismatic energy or whatever it is they're calling it, whereas Shadow just simply didn't.
The thing
like,
is,
Sonic's
though,
reaction to it was different, but
it's so weird.
Whether it makes sense or not, though, it feels just like an excuse to not.
Oh yeah.
Shadow
No,
there. And the
100% it is.
The episode proposes a team up between these two characters. And it's such a thin team up. And even then, like, even when Shadow's just chilling out in the void, he's not really doing much, you know?
He just kicks Sonic to another dimension.
Yeah, and
like, this is helping.
There's an egg ship in there for however many episodes, and it's not until, like, the third episode he decides to do something about it. We could have had an episode, if you want to have, you know, if you want to buff out their episode count, it would have been cool to have an episode of, like, Shadow infiltrating the Chaos Council ship.
It would have made more sense for him to do something like that because, like, okay, so the Chaos Council ship can go between the different Shadowverses. Why at any one of those points did Shadow not attack the ship? And if somebody wants to put up the apologetic that, like, oh well, he probably did, we just didn't see it, then why didn't we see it? Like, he could have done a lot.
I do wonder, like, I hope they kind of explain, like, why Pirate Knuckles could move. Like, because if Pirate Knuckles, like, if the reason why he can move is because he was on the ship and that had, like, residual prism energy, like, then there's no reason Shadow couldn't have just hitched a ride into another universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could just get on Sonic's back as well, you know? Like...
Oh my god. Hi, Fable. Hi, Loud Cat.
And I do want to stress, I think it's okay. I think this is all... you know, fine, this is just my own personal frustrations with it. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, it might make sense, but it feels like it's just refusing to do something that would actually really benefit the show. I think if we had Sonic and Shadow side by side in this show, it would help so much.
They can play off each other really well when they're both on screen and having their chemistry. So I do agree. I would like more of that. I think the first season of Prime I watched it just kind of by myself. Second season of Prime I was watching it with Saki, and her reaction to the entire thing is just like, I love this premise so much, I hate everything they've done with it.
Yeah,
it's very base level from this premise.
Yeah, it's incredibly surface level with each multiverse that it explores, and I get it. It's something that has been ultimately simplified because, again, they're trying to market it down more to the child audience. I get why everything's been done here, except the Shadow thing. I don't get why that's been done.
I feel like in another universe, this would have been a 3-episode special in a previously established Sonic cartoon, as opposed to the entire premise of its own series.
Also, the whole pirates constantly having misunderstandings thing got very fucking... My problem with this now is it's repetitive again. Like, Season 1 had a big repetition problem with oh, I've come out of a portal. Oh, it's Tails. No, it's not Tails. It's Peter O'Toole from Northern Ireland. Like, that got repetitive as fuck, but now it's just get a prism, lose a prism, get a shard, lose a shard, get a shard, lose a shard. They fight some robots, they lose the shard, they get the shard. The pirates have a misunderstanding.
It was the plot.
Knuckles.
It was the plot of Eggman getting the Chaos Emeralds from Sonic Adventure 1, but done poorly.
Yeah, it's like Knuckles now has beef with Sonic because he went and fought the Eggman people. What? And then the idea of Rusty Rose being an asset to the team could have been cool, but no, she defaults to the pirates.
Rusty Rose was so weird. Like, that was the weirdest part for me in terms of, like, all the character flip-flopping. Like, there was such a prominent, like...
She just reprogrammed herself?
Yeah, like, she's just like, well, I was betrayed. I guess I'm hanging out with the pirates now. And then, like, that's where her... I mean, that's the most attention she got in this batch of episodes, was when she was with the pirates, and then they just moved the hell on from her. It was really, really weird.
I tell you what, though, really I did like her dynamic with Pirate Amy. Like, there's glimpses of cool stuff here. I like them getting repetitive.
Everyone is like, everyone's like, Son Amy, it should just be Amy squared.
Amy,
I mean, like
Rust
that
Amy.
Amy. It's just Amy.
It makes
Amy.
so, but
Just do that shit. And it was on the ship too.
Them having a decent dynamic between each other makes sense to me. If we go with the whole, like, these are all different aspects of the same character just fragmented, it makes sense that those two would sit down and go like, hey, we're bonding over this thing because we both feel this way about the people who basically control our lives, whether we have a say in it or not. Like, it makes sense that they would have that moment if they are just both pieces of Amy. It's just an internal therapy session at that point.
Yeah, I did.
I'm just saying they should be gay as hell with each other.
I did like when she was like, "Oh, no one's asked me if I'm okay before," and like, you know, that kind of stuff. There's again glimpses.
I hated that.
You hated it?
Because I'm like, oh Jesus, you guys took the base concept and then wrote the base concept out and just made that the dialogue.
I suppose,
instead of making it feel natural to any degree. And it was just like, it was almost like, hey, they have a revelation moment, and then that was exactly what it's almost as if the character said, hey, I'm having a revelation moment. That's what that felt like.
Written by Taika Waititi.
But it's okay because she's a robot, Wayne.
I hated that. I like it again in concept. I think it's a good idea, but like Pirate Amy being like, oh yeah, like Dredd just like orders us around all the time, and I feel like a tool too. That felt very out of nowhere for me. Because I've never once, I don't remember any instance where they built up that she felt that way about Dredd, and I'm just like, okay. We're just gonna throw that in there. Be cool if we foreshadowed that a little bit. Foreshadowing is a literary device in which but it's
wouldn't it be weird if Shadow got shattered so there were 4 shadows?
Wouldn't it have been cool if the show had just fucking ended here? I swear, because I was like,
I'm starting to think the show might not be good.
Whatever gave you that idea, Gilly?
I literally did. I had that moment when like Nine just has a little temper tantrum at the end. Now, I want to be clear. It makes perfect sense. He should feel that way. He should feel betrayed by Sonic at the end there and be like, you're literally not caring about me as an individual. You just want the other version of me back, and you don't care what happens to me once this is all fixed. I get that. I just wanted it to be over, and so like when he hops out, I literally had that moment from Smiling Friends where I'm just like, oh, we were right there, man.
No, I fully agree. Like, that was a thing, is I was happy that they went down the road that they did with 9. I was like, I was in like episode 3 or whatever, and I was just like, yeah, it'd be good if 9 was actually the main villain of all this, you know? And then, like, by the time we got to the finale, I was like, okay, we can wrap this up now. We can get the old versions of the characters back, right? And you get back for, like, 1 second, only for them to go ghosty again. But then we get the 9 twist that, yeah, he just wants to go fucking live in the Grim and build his own world and stuff. And I was like, this would be so cool if it were, like, 4 episodes earlier. I'm exhausted by this
It's-
now. Now,
It's interesting.
I want to quickly, though, explore this possibility.
Yeah.
I don't think it was made to be binged. like,
Oh, I don't think so.
like,
that
binging
comes
it
with like
yeah.
us having to cover it.
I think there's a little column A, column B. I think it is meant to be binge. Yeah. Well,
it's
I'm
the way it's
tired.
been released. Is
Well,
Binge.
not just that, because it's got a continuous like storyline. It's just not a very engaging or deep storyline. Like, this is not a plot that, I mean, I guess it should be serialized, but they should definitely expand out the characters a bit if they are going to pad it out. But I do think this is like also the Netflix problem that has always been there, where it's like it's bloated out to hit the episode number. You know?
and I feel like, though, if I was a kid on Saturday morning eating breakfast cereal watching this, I'd be happy as Larry. But as an adult watching it all in one go, I'm not a happy chappy.
I don't know if I would be happy. I don't know if I'd come back to this week after week.
As a
Like,
kid,
you
I
know,
think I probably
like
might.
that pirate thing, like in just like, oh, we're chasing around the same damn robots again. Next episode, we're chasing down the same damn robots again. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, even as a kid, I would switch off at the pirate shit and the caveman shit. I would just fucking be out of it at that point.
There was definitely the constant like, we got the shard, we lost the shard, we got the shard, we lost the shard again, and I'm just sitting here
And
thinking,
fighting
oh,
the
no,
same robots.
this is just fucking Sonic Prime and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull here. Like,
I'm just saying, Sonic Boom had moto bugs and crab meats and shit in it.
Like, it's been a while since I've watched the entire show again. But Sat AM, how many robots were there besides just the SWAT bots? Just off the top of your head.
There are at least it's a different plot every episode, and there's like
Okay.
sometimes a giant burrow bot or something or other. Like, it's not just that. There's characters
Right,
actually
right.
talking.
Sat
Right,
AM
I
has
agree.
much deeper characterization as well, even though it's not quite as deep
does.
as I think people sometimes say it is. I mean, I don't think it's as deep as it's often bigged up to be, but there is better, deeper characterization than Prime for definite.
oh, yeah.
Right. The only reason that it was popping in my head is that I don't think and I think when Nick, your response kind of solidified what my thought process was, is that the issue isn't that it's the same enemies that are being fought. The issue is that they're being fought in the same way, with the same plot, with the same. There's a lot of the sames.
Yeah.
One of the benefits that something like Sat AM had is that it was written to be syndicated. It was written to have singular episodes that had plots. Sometimes they were two-parters, whereas Prime is one ongoing story, which can work really well. It works really well in a lot of things, especially in anime, but it's one ongoing story that you just can't be fucked with.
I think my thing too is like, at least with Sat AM, it's, you don't just get the development of the characters, you feel a development of the worlds, you feel invested in the setting that they're in, versus like I had this just kind of like detachment with every Shatterverse in Prime, because I'm just like, this is a figment of something, and I'm not convinced that this is still going to exist at the end of the series.
It would also be like if Sat AM was just like every other episode, Sonic goes into a hole and like there's a new Sally, but she's not Sally, she's a different Sally, and what makes her different is the fact that she's got a little bell tied to her head. She's from the universe where everyone wears bells on their heads. Ding, ding, ding. Here comes
And that's
Sally Bellcorn.
exactly what this show
Why does
is.
that sound like a fucking Rick and Morty sketch, I swear?
I am the writer of
Sonic Prime is if Rick and Morty were really, really bad.
Oh man, we're in the pirate dimension now. Knuckles, he hunts treasure. He hunts treasures. But in the old games, he hunted the shards of the Master Emerald. But we don't have the Master Emerald, so now he's gonna be hunting the fucking whatever it is, Prism. Yeah, I don't.
It's just Sonic Prime is a really bad Rick and Morty episode, stretched as thin as a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times we got to keep repeating this point, though. I'm getting kind of exhausted of this
I
conversation.
just want a normal Sonic show again.
I don't know if there's anything else to say about this. It's not even that bad. It's just
It's just there. It's
just
fine.
there. Yeah.
It's inoffensive. It's fine. It's there.
You know what? I will give it this. I will be legitimately interested in season 3, part 3, whatever we want to look at it as, if they lean heavier into like, okay, let's look at this from a moral point of view. Even if these versions of these characters didn't exist before, they do exist now. Maybe we need to explore that a little bit. Hey, if they're trying to find a way to make all of these universes as well as Green Hills still coexist and everything like that, that's something worth exploring. I'm tired of the Chaos Council. I don't need to see them again. I want to know what's in the Void. I think it's a giant missed opportunity if Sonic and Shadow aren't, at each other's throats again in the next episode, because Shadow's pissed that, Sonic convinced him to trust Nine and they got betrayed and everything's still fucked again. Shadow accidentally, kicks him off into the Void and, Sonic has an existential crisis out there or something like that. There's places it can go. It might win me over by the end, but I'm not convinced it will.
Can we also just talk, though, quickly about... There's still more to talk about here before we kind of conclude.
Chaos Council's gonna get turned good temporarily.
No, I just want to... I'm still fine talking about it, but, I'm just tired of the same point. We get it, guys. And I'm not trying to say I'm offended by anybody. I'm on the same page as everybody else.
I'm hearing you.
We're saying the same thing over and over again.
So, there was the bit with the Prism Titan, and it's generating...
Yeah.
I was like...
Before that,
okay.
I want to know, because I did a whole video on it, I just want to hear what you guys think about this version of Metal Sonic.
I think it has solidified for me once and for all, Metal Sonic should never fucking speak.
Listen. He's supposed to be annoying. I get that.
Yeah?
All bets are off once I, the viewer, am annoyed. Fuck him. Fuck his stupid, annoying, grating voice. Also, Sonic, you get one bus pun, not two.
Pop, what do you think?
I've had numerous people tell me that, I think you're gonna like Chaos Sonic. And on paper, I do. This Eggman is making a Metal Sonic sort of robot based on what he knows Sonic to be. And he's not at the point of removing those kind of instincts and stuff. So it makes perfect sense within the story. And there are moments I enjoy. I like seeing a sassy little Sonic bot. But I'll say this. I like the concept of a talking Metal Sonic, but this is the least that I have liked that concept, if you get me. So... I haven't really read a lot of the Shard comics. I've read what you sent me for editing the Shard video that time, and I like Shard a lot.
All the Shard comics. That's all the Shard comics.
Okay, fine. Well, I liked Shard a lot, both when he was an evil Metal Sonic and when he got his redemption. And I remember when we were watching the Cybonic episodes for Mecha March Madness, and we were doing the Cybonic episode. When we got to the football episode, soccer, and Cybonic went bully mode, I was like, that's what I want.
That's really funny.
That's what I fucking want. This here, Chaos Sonic, is my least favorite version of that concept, or at least my least favorite execution. Do I hate it? No. Do I dislike it? No. And I think it's all well and good you guys say Metal Sonic shouldn't talk, but this isn't Metal Sonic. It's Chaos Sonic. I think Chaos Sonic's a stupid fucking name because I don't get why...
Metal Sonic at home.
I don't get why the Chaos Council are called the Chaos Council in the first place, but, I don't know. I think... I've wanted more Mecha Sonics, or Sonic Mechas. I've wanted them to diversify the Mecha catalog, and I'm glad we've got something new, and I'm glad we've got something that isn't Metal Sonic, as much as I have warmed to his... duty retail store manager personality.
I have a hope. I have a hope for season 3 with Chaos, with this Metal Sonic clone.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hope that we get at least an episode or two where the resolution to the ethical question that Wayne posed is that the other versions, now that they're established, they continue to exist even after Green Hill is fixed, and just I want the Prime Universe's Metal Sonic to just choke slam this one. That's what
I want the Prime Universe's everything to choke slam everything we're seeing here, for fuck's sake.
Apparently it's supposed to be somehow fucking canon to the rest of the goddamn series, so
that's publicity. That's publicity stuff.
I don't know. I will.
It's a canon event.
Did you ever watch that Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon?
Yeah.
You know the episode with Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Chaos Sonic in this episode.
I mean,
That was the level of writing we were dealing with here.
Also, I'll say this to its credit. Again, action sequence is very strong, and there were times when I was there were times when I was wondering how is Sonic gonna defeat Chaos Sonic, because he did seem pretty damn unstoppable. And I don't quite think I buy the way he got beaten, but I don't quite think I remember it either. What I remember is that I didn't buy it.
He got blasted by the fucking the Chaos Prism or
oh, okay. Then in that case, I buy it.
Yeah, he was destroyed by the otherworldly energy that created him. I totally buy that, and I'm actually glad that it wasn't just the boss that took him out. I will say that, as much as I bitched about him, really well utilized for the action sequence. He was great to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
And speaking
of
what you were saying when you said, like, I hope Prime Metal will beat the shit out of this metal, when they brought Eggman in, the real Eggman, I was like, finally! Real Eggman! Finally! A proper villain for this show!
And then he was just a giant titan.
There's something about like giant hologram thing just coming out of the background, and Pup saying finally just made me think of was it the Clint Eastwood music video by the Gorillaz?
I'm so frustrated. I've missed Eggman so much, and he's still not back. Bring him back.
There was a feeling that coursed through me seeing his like regular design, and just like, oh, it's a sign that things are
hate Mr. Dr. Eggman. He's so shit.
He's got a Dragon Ball Z mouth laser.
I thought he was so well voiced, and then it's just like, and then that showed up. I was like, that's the same with Chaos Sonic, and that's the same with this false Super Saiyan Supersonic thing they did there too. It was
it's knockoffs. It's just
there
knockoffs.
There were glimpses, because there was the point where, like, I really liked Mr. Dr. Eggman talking to Nine and just being like, hey, I'm gonna try to connect with this kid on an intellectual level, because I legitimately recognize and respect the fact that he's more intelligent than anything else I've come up across.
I like when he tased Nine.
I like that too. But
rearranged with computers. Jesus.
I liked that aspect. Like there were glimpses here, but what was the one thing I was saying yesterday where I was just like, I'm starting to like this a little bit more. This is a little bit of an improvement over last season. And then, like, a couple of minutes later, I text the group chat back, and I'm like, never mind. The teenage Eggman just called the baby a noob.
It's the same season.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you know what? Never mind. I fucking hate it again.
Yeah, no. God, like I was
said like bad RNG because they got hit by debris in the void, and I'm just like, all right, now fuck this show.
Also, again, little nitpick, not entirely relevant, not objective or anything, but when we've seen Kid Eggman in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, he still had a mustache. And that's because it's a cartoon and cartoons can go hard. Why the fuck does Kid Eggman not have a mustache, goddammit?
Because he's got a pacifier instead.
It's stupid! It's stupid! Give him a mustache!
It is very dumb.
I hate the noises he makes.
You know what doesn't make any sense to me? So, like, the Shadowverse, we haven't seen a version of Eggman in each of the other Shadowverses, but the Chaos Council seems to be all of the worst aspects of Eggman just on a boat, basically.
Yep.
I kind of... It doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Also, the whole, we conquer, and then we divide, and then they all agree to have their own little share. No, Eggman would be like, I'll take it all, thank you very much. He wouldn't even make an agreement with himself to share. Like...
Yeah, because they were kind of leaning into that at first, where they were just like, yeah, no, Eggman is literally his own worst enemy, and the thing that keeps getting in each of these different Eggman's way is the other versions of themselves. And, but then it was just like, how did they all have, like, a pragmatic moment where they're just all, yeah, let's all just split this up and we can share it evenly. I didn't buy that.
Eggman ever having any kind of council doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it doesn't. And I don't know. I like that we're not even talking about that super form. What did you guys think about Sonic? But also he has the colors of the color scheme of Sonic Frontiers all over him.
He went inside Eggman and then he was just done.
I thought.
Where's
I
Kellen
thought,
Quinn?
I thought, wow, they're really getting full use out of that one shot from the Sonic movie, aren't they?
Yeah.
Play undefeatable, damn it. Where is it?
It's.
I guess that was kind of a Titan fight. They did call
It was
Titan.
the god
It was
damn
a
it.
Titan
God
fight.
damn it. That's the worst goddamn Titan fight, and I've played the Supreme Titan, god damn it.
Yeah, but he
So
opened
I
his
know
dumb
that,
tiny
like,
little mouth and had
I know
whiskers.
that there's this stigma that Sega wants to avoid of like the next form that Sonic will take whenever he fights something. I
think they're moving away from that a little bit.
I hope they are, because like I enjoy the different forms of Sonic, especially if they treat them more like side grades instead of upgrades. Like Hyperform's an upgrade from Super, but like Darkspine's not. And this was definitely not quite supersonic level in terms of what power it had.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with that. I don't have to like this particular form. I'm just happy that it exists, because it means maybe we can start getting some other forms of Sonic again, because I like Supersonic. Frontiers has made me maybe a little tired of Supersonic. Just a little bit.
You fickle bastard.
I think Prime is making me a little tired. Just
Of Sonic?
The funny thing
yeah,
is,
I mean,
after
it's perfectly fine. It's just like this is just so middle of the road, and like I have to like stay up all night and analyze this and then talk about it for hours. And it's like, if this was anything else, right? I'd be like, well, that happened. That's fine. Let's carry on with our day. But like, since it's Sonic, it was like, I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm like not engaging a whole lot today, guys, because like stayed up all night working on a Chaos Sonic video, and now I'm just like, it's been a day and a half, and I'm already just so done with the show. I'm so done. I'm so tired.
I mean,
it's not
it's
interesting.
it's fine. Like it's okay to not like things, or just not be able to tolerate constantly being exposed to things.
this is where I feel so conflicted, because I don't dislike it. Like when it's
Yeah,
on,
I don't either.
I'm entertained. My little monkey brain's like, hey, Sonic. But like, it was to the. It's a
Yeah,
little
I don't-
repetitive. It's a little exhausting.
I don't dislike a plain hamburger bun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, like that's not a terrible allegory for it. It's like a plain hamburger bun, you know.
I'll put it. I mean, like, I can't speak for kids. Like, if you're a parent with a little kid, I'm sure you have a great time. I can only speak as a long-term Sonic fan, and the only thing bringing me here is my love for the franchise. And they do have bits and pieces here. I don't mind the characterizations for anyone here, but like, it's just not enough Sonic for a
Yeah.
long-term Sonic fan.
It's one of
So-
those things where if little Billy down the street approached me and said, "Do you have any TV show recommendations?" I'm like, "Fuck off! I don't know you, Billy." But if I didn't do that, I'd be like, "Yeah, Sonic Prime, check it out. You'll probably like it."
Yeah. It's
It's an okay
inoffensive.
time.
The thing is, I don't want to talk to any fucking kids. So if anyone's parents want to ask me for show recommendations, then Sonic Prime for your kid is okay.
I think I was more tired just because like it ended exactly where we all knew it was going to end. I was like, oh, God, okay, I guess we gotta just keep going. It's fine.
We have to artificially keep
Do more
going.
chasing. Yeah.
Take Sonic into the void.
After I got done with the show, I booted up Sonic Frontiers and I played it, and I was just like, "This is amazing! I fucking love this."
They're gonna fall into the void and they'll play fist bump and he'll be out in 3 seconds.
Yes! Oh my god, if they do that, that would be such a good reference, though. That would be.
And then
such a
what
good-
is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Sonic and Nine? Nine is like, I don't want to get out, but I have to get out, so Nine has to play the secondary character.
I tell you what, in terms of references to Sonic history, it's a lot lighter than it was in the first crop of episodes. But I did like how we got a little nod to Sonic Unleashed's opening cutscene, and we got a
Yep.
little nod to Sonic Adventure. That shit was fun.
Those were cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed that Unleashed one too, and I figured if anybody else was gonna catch that, it would be you, Bub.
So, gang, ratings out of 10 or whatever? What kind of ranking you want to give this?
It's a 5. It is a 5 out of 10, and that is. it is
I'd give it like a 6. I'd give it a 6.
I'd give it a 6.
Gilly would give it a hamburger bun out of 10.
Burger. Linda.
Burger.
Linda Burger.
I already told you guys a while ago that I tried watching the first episode.
Yeah.
I got 11 minutes in, and I was like,
So you would probably enjoy.
The thing, Gilly, like we could sit here and like pick it apart all the live long day. Is there anything in this conversation that makes you actually want to watch that show?
no.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, also, by the way, that first episode, I watched the first 10 minutes of it, but I watched 40 minutes of that show because I watched that same 10 minutes over and over for like 3 or 4 times because I kept rewinding it because I kept accidentally not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
The fact is
I
that
kept
first
picking- I
10
kept
minutes of the
digging
show
up
is
my
probably the
phone
best
and-
of it as well.
I kept picking up my phone and doing something else and then realizing that I was missing what was going on, and then I had to keep rewinding it. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't watch this.
Yeah.
Well, since you haven't had a
It
lot
is.
of... Sorry, go on.
Sorry, go ahead. I don't know. I'll just end it with I mean, considering all Sonic cartoons, it is nice that there's just something that is okay and there if you're a fan of animation and you want to engage with these characters in this particular way. But it's not going to be at any. I don't think it's going to be at anybody's top of their best of Sonic cartoons list.
No.
Yeah, it's not Sonic Underground. So, that I can say.
I will say.
But that's the thing. I would rather watch Sonic Underground.
So when I finished when I finished what we have of this show, the first thought in my head was, "Wow, I miss Sonic X.
I
miss a show that felt like it cared a little more."
Yeah. Well,
Boom is best.
I'm done talking about it.
So, since Gil, you haven't had a lot of screen time this episode, you got anything on your mind that you just want to talk about, mate? You know, fucking anything? Just want to talk about something?
Why don't we just get into
Just
the
wanna,
super
no.
chats
I just want to
and
ask if he wants to talk about some shit, you know? Just want to talk about anything? Want to
Nope.
talk about any stuff? anything that you got on your mind? Any ideas? Any potential topics that you think the audience might be
Friends
interested
become
in?
enemies. Enemies become friends.
Friends become enemies. Enemies become friends. That novel you've been working on, huh?
Dear God.
All right, super chats it is. Are we doing this the traditional way, or are we doing it the fan way?
I'm doing fan fun.
I mean,
What is
nobody's
fan
plugging
funding?
it, so might as well just,
Okay, fine. No option for that then. We start off with our French friend Le Derrick, who sends $10 US and says, "Bonjour, favorite console library." I can't do a French accent. Whether or not you count remasters or ports is up to you, but I personally think it's more interesting to omit them.
I think so too, Ludwig. I think so too.
So, favorite console library then?
That is man, that you know what's weird? Because like favorite console library doesn't always match up with like favorite console for me. Because like I'm weirdly fascinated with like the Sega Saturn and the Dreamcast and the GameCube. I just think they all look really, really great. And I like to just dink around with those consoles. I don't know if they're my favorite libraries though. I
suppose for me it would be PS4 because that's the one I played the most, I guess.
Do we count? We don't count backwards compatibility then, right? Just
I guess
the
not.
main things in the game.
I think you should get something that's made for the console, the generation it was made for.
I think for me, it's gonna have to be a Game Boy Advance.
Okay, yeah.
Any standouts from the library that you kind of want to shine a little light on?
I mean, the Pokemon series is there. We had a lot of really good anime spin-off games that awkwardly made it onto that console. The Mario Kart on it wasn't that bad. I actually really like the Mario RPG series on there. We got Superstar Saga on there first, which was really fun. Golden Sun's pretty good. There's a decent chunk of stuff. Wario Land 4 is on there, and it's really, really fun. A lot of shit on there that's good. That's not even counting the redos of the old Mario games that are on there.
For me, I guess it would be PS4 because you got things like Arkham Knight, Spider-Man PS4, stuff like that.
Fair enough.
I like the NES.
Ooh, what are your standouts?
The man with the NES zapper in his logo likes the NES.
Weird.
What's some of your favorite stuff? Like, I mean, I would assume Mega Man.
Yeah, I mean that's easy. But
Yeah.
I really like Felix the Cat. That's a good game. The old Castlevania games, Ninja Gaiden. There's a fucking ton of games.
Yeah.
Like the reason I always go back to the NES is that like I think it has more games than I like more than like I like the SNES, but like there's so many more games that I like for the NES. Same thing with the Genesis. And like I love the N64, but like there aren't that many great games for it.
That's why I didn't pick N64 as well. Because
Yeah.
like I wanted to, and then it's like, wait, hold on. But I played more games on this other console.
Yeah. The NES just has like a shit ton of shit that like are all real good. And I think it gets like overlooked now because it's like the obvious choice, so nobody wants to pick, especially because of YouTube.
I fucking forgot we had a Duke Nukem game for the Game Boy Advance. That's weird. That's fucking weird.
There's a Serious Sam game on the Game Boy Advance.
There is.
I have it.
There's a Grand Theft Auto game on there.
Yeah. Yo, Gilly, you ever play Clash at Demon Head?
No, but I know of it.
Yeah, that's just an obscure one for the NES that
Yeah.
I don't get to talk to people about much.
There's a lot of like good platformers that like don't get talked about or get like there's ones that get like a bad rap too, like Totally Rad. That game's really good, but everybody plays it wrong.
Would you describe it as totally red?
Yes.
I really like the NES Ninja
Well,
Gaiden games.
Me and Wood actually years ago, like this is back in like 2014 or something. Him and I were talking on Skype, and we were talking about Totally Rad, and I was like, dude, I used to play that game all the time as a kid. I couldn't get very far in it, but like I always wanted to go back to it. But I liked it when I was a kid, and I heard everybody said it was bad, and he's like, I kind of liked it too, but I never beat it. And I was like, do you want to see? Let's both play it and see how fast we can beat it. And so we just in a Skype call had a race to beat Totally Rad, and I won. But afterwards we were like, that was a good game. We're like, it wasn't the like amazing, but that was a good game. We were like, it's totally decent. So we've called it totally decent for years.
That's wonderful.
Alrighty.
Wayne, did you give a favorite console library?
Oh, I guess I didn't.
Nope. Yeah, I didn't either. I'm still thinking about it.
Shoot. I'm kind of stuck between two of them. Guess I probably have to go with Dreamcast. Dreamcast is just fucking fascinating to me. And it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I like the spirit of it. I like what it was, what it stood for, and just like the games that were on it just felt like they had a clear and concise goal with them, I guess. And I've played just the wackiest stuff on the Dreamcast. I can't describe like why I find Space Channel 5 endearing. That's a weird ass game, but it just embodies like the Dreamcast being out there doing its own thing.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I mean?
that game's got a cult following for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean that whole console just has a vibe to it, man.
That's what it is. So it's like if I can't say PlayStation 1, I'd probably say Dreamcast.
I get that.
Nick?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't know. Like safe answers would be like I grew up loving the Sega Genesis for the Sonic games and Jurassic Park and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm a bit torn because it is a little bit hard to divorce like Wayne is describing, like the vibe of the system along with the games. Like sometimes like you just like to be sitting there in an environment with different titles, and I don't know if that makes entire sense. So I don't know. Like I do agree. I think Dreamcast definitely has a spirit about it that, as good as the library of the PlayStation 2 is, because I would say I probably enjoy more games on the PlayStation 2 than I do on the Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
But I like hanging out with my Dreamcast a little bit more. So
Gamecast.
maybe that's
Well, that dude, that's how I feel about the GameCube.
yeah, same.
There's just a cozy feeling to booting up a GameCube.
I
Yeah.
want to play the GameCube more than I want to play the GameCube.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was saying. Like maybe I got to divorce like library from just the system itself. I don't know. Like, I have to give like a safe answer, maybe like the 360 or something. Because
That makes sense because there's a lot of
Bioshock-
like.
You ever
I
just
don't know.
You ever boot up the Wii just for the vibes?
No,
I
hate it.
Yeah, actually.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that one. I like those games.
The
I don't
Wii
like
is
that
a
one.
tedious piece of machinery to like get up and running.
It's a milk carton of a console. I just
There's so many fucking wires.
yeah.
It's just one more wire than normal.
Which you don't
Uh,
need, by the way.
Yeah, you could just use a couple candles or a fucking Christmas light. It doesn't
Man,
matter.
fucking Wii.
Anything can be used.
All right.
Shall
Well,
we go on to the next one?
carry on.
Parker?
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, Nick?
All right. So Erwin Guerrera with $10. Thank you. Decided to look up Gilly. My first thought was, so that's why Nick calls it the most beautiful neck on YouTube. I always assumed it was some kind of a sexual thing. P.S. Nick,
Is it not?
watch the Made in Abyss movie. I do have to watch it sometime. I've only ever seen season 1. I love season 1.
Yeah, you wait until you're in a good spot. Do not watch that movie when you're not.
Every time like I think about it, it's like, I don't think I'm ready for that right now.
You're
And
not.
No, I'm too tired.
I don't mean to be over dramatic about it. There was a scene from the first season that I almost felt fucking traumatized by. Like, it's rough to watch. And the second, that movie does not pull any fucking punches. I wept when I saw that. That was hard. Yeah. Wait until you're in a good spot to watch that one.
Fair enough. Well, all right. Thank you for the recommendation and the reminder. I do need to get back to it. I do
And
love
the money.
Made in Abyss. All right, Gilly, your turn.
It's become
Yeah.
a tradition at this point.
Are we at Josiah
Yes, Parker.
Roverosa with $4.99? What are y'all's favorite quotes from the Sonic series? Also, Pup, good to have you back.
Thanks, Josiah. Favorite quote for me would be too many police around when you just don't need them.
Yeah,
Most based thing Sonic's ever said.
I could.
pretty funny.
I don't think I have a favorite quote, but I do have just one of the more cringy ones that just always pops in my head. I'm supposed to be the fastest, but I wasn't fast enough to save my buddy. I don't know why.
Would Pingus count? Can we include the shows?
We could. I think we can include the shows.
Pingus.
Uh,
I am 12.
I am 12.
I
minutes
hate that
late.
I'm so tired right now that I know there's an answer there and I don't know what it is off the top of my head. That's very frustrating. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I know there's something funny and I don't know what it is.
I think
Probably
for me,
something
like,
hot that Sally said. We'll just do that.
Sonic,
If
I'm
for-
wet.
For me, it would probably be like, it's silly, but I also just always loved it, even when I was a kid. It's just when you beat a boss in Sonic Adventure and he has a little seizure and just goes, "Hey, I'll play with you some other time." I fucking love that.
No
no.
impressions.
Guys, I
No.
put mine in the back rooms.
Oh no.
Is it? Fucking hell, what's it gonna be?
Oh no. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, Anything that Shadow has to say about the fucking black arms.
There it is.
Oh, can't say that one.
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Did Sonic
That-
stay
that
past the
is
vodka, or was
insane.
that me?
It depends. Did you cut it with anything, or are you drinking it straight?
Oh,
Actually,
no.
there
I'm
is
sure I
a
could grab something from like Boom Knuckles,
there's the
I'd agree.
fantastic
I-
quote from
No,
Sonic
I
Prime
realized
where
that.
he just goes, "Amy, I can't smash you," or "I'm starting to think he likes traps."
Yeah. I did not think of that one. That's a great one.
They've got to know what they're fucking doing for this. Like they've got to know.
It went
They knew
completely
exactly
over
what
my
the
head.
fuck they were doing.
Or
No.
anytime the characters say crap in the IDW comics, I'm like, yeah, that's a naughty word.
Is it?
Oh no.
I suppose maybe in the UK it's considered kind of a light curse word.
That's
But I
how
know,
we get
I know that
hurt.
you guys
like
get
those, but-
epileptic over people saying "damn," so I guess it's the same fucking thing, really.
Some people do over here. I just don't give a shit about that word.
Some curse words are weird, like in terms of like their level of cursiness. I have always considered above below damn.
Crap would be considered
Well, that
worse
was-
than "damn" over here, and I hear people getting all upset about fucking Shadow saying "damn."
I was really surprised to find out at some point or another that like some people consider pissed off like a somewhat strong like cuss word, and I'm just like, is it?
It's the kind of thing you wouldn't say to your parents, I guess.
I did. I didn't
would.
say it. Dude, like I grew up in the most sheltered, homeschooled, like religious household, and they did not care about that one. So that's why I was
So
confused.
weird.
Yeah, well, you guys eat beans on toast, so shut up.
Oh, do we? Oh shit! How'd we get here?
God, you're right. Imagine being part of a society that did that. It would be worth wiping out. Damn.
This
I
is
don't-
just.
I don't know.
Oh, I
Pup
thought
was-
of another
Pup was
great quote.
Pup was educating me this morning about how there's some people that try to cook salmon in a dishwasher
In America.
in America.
Oh, so I just thought of another great quote from the Sonic series when Shadow's just like, "This is going to be just like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me."
It's fine by me.
That's brilliant. That is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard in my entire life.
Jesus Christ.
Cirrus, you're up next.
Yep, Aiden F. Thank you for the $10. Anyone else just exhausted by the mere existence of threads? Maybe it's just me being an ancient millennial, but I don't have the energy for another social media.
Bro,
I-
people already stopped talking about it. It's not.
Yeah, of course they did.
It happens
yeah,
every
right.
fucking time. Let me make
yeah,
a.
and every time everybody says the same fucking thing, and they all get on their stupid fucking high horse, and this is the one that do because Elon's bad, so we're moving again. And then I'm like,
Mark
it's really, and then
Zuckerberg,
and then
man.
I go, it's really fucking stupid to go to sign up and give your fucking shit to a new platform every 2 goddamn seconds, and everybody's like, no, this is worth taking a stand, and this is and then it doesn't, and then you're back on Twitter.
It's like
Imagine-
It's fucking crazy.
I personally agree. That Elon's a piece of shit, but I'm like,
That doesn't
so is-
matter though.
so is fucking Zuckerberg.
So is
like
Jeff
you're not
Bezos,
winning
so
anything.
Is,
there.
so is
Yeah.
Can we stop acting like Elon is the bad one?
I mean,
Just use all the
bad
bad things.
They're
Just
all
keep
the bad
using
one.
The bad things.
So yeah, like it happens every fucking time. That rate limit thing. It's like, oh god, Twitter's dead now. They've kamikazed themselves. I was never impacted by the rate limit, and I don't think anyone that ever was impacted by the rate limit was
that
affected for
lasted
more than a day. Like,
it lasted a fucking day, and
Well-
they even said at the time it was a temporary thing.
yeah.
And we found out it was literally because they didn't
never
pay
hit-
the fucking
yeah.
bill
So
for the.
I think
Even
never hit my
if
limit.
even if the rate limit were to stay a permanent thing, which I don't think it ever would, here's my take: if you hit the Twitter rate limit, then you need to get the fuck off of Twitter.
yeah.
yeah. Listen, like I
I
might.
have not thought
done.
about Threads. Like,
should be a
unless
feature.
It's been against my will.
Yeah, like I don't approve of Elon Musk, but I don't approve of the CEO
But
of
you
literally
shouldn't-
any fucking thing.
Dude, you shouldn't have. I can't take this shit anymore. You shouldn't have to fucking say that. That shouldn't even need to be in the same goddamn fucking sentence. You shouldn't have to go, I don't like Elon, but because you only do that with Twitter. You don't do it with all the other fucking piece of shit corporations that are
Well,
owned
in
by
fairness,
pieces of
I
shit.
do the
Wait,
same
no,
with Chick-fil-A.
Cody,
I'm 100% with Gilly. It was driving me crazy seeing everything about Threads and not one person talking about Mark Zuckerberg. I was losing my mind.
I
Yeah.
literally
I was like, "What's Threads?" And
Nobody eats a fucking McDouble and go, McDonald's.
That Ronald
And then-
McDonald
and
is
then
a
they
good
fucking-
man.
Yeah, they Google whoever fucking owns McDonald's and goes, yeah, you know what?
It was
I don't
Michael
approve
Keaton.
of him, but
Michael-
I don't
Michael
approve of
Keaton
him.
owns
He's a
McDonald's.
bad guy, but I
To
like
be
these
fair,
burgers.
To be fair, there's not a lot of other people that own these platforms that just insist upon everybody remembering who owns it.
Oh my
and that
god!
is
You
Elon.
know what I'm just reminded about right now?
No,
But,
they just
Peter,
do
why
shit
do
in
you
the
hate
fucking
Elon?
shadows.
He insists upon himself.
He insists upon
He
it.
insists upon-
He insists upon himself.
This is why. So for Threads specifically, I've heard. I was just listening to the Daily Planet the other
Weekly
day,
Planet.
and they said whatever it is. I'm tired.
Stop
I'm so tired.
overworking them. They need a break.
So what they do I guess, is like if you have an Instagram account, that Threads is forever tied to your Instagram account. So if you try to delete your Threads account, you delete your Instagram account as well.
I thought it was
Which
just an
is
extension of Instagram. Like I thought it was.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm not going to
directly tied
download
to
it
that.
because
I
it's
don't
insane
fucking-
that people are like,
Yeah.
oh, if you're going to find me somewhere else, like, bitch, you have a Hive and Mastodon account already.
That's my thing. It's
And
like,
a Discord.
Oh man!
If they're all so great, why not just go back to them? You know? Like,
Looks like
Yeah.
this ship is sinking.
You know
can
what's-
go to my link tree, and you can follow me on Mastodon.
You know what's
Threads,
weird?
Hive,
You know what's weird?
Substack, Blue Sky.
Grindr.
my
Twitter
thing is
dies,
existing-
Twitter dies, I'm done. That's simple as that. I'm done.
Threads existing confuses me when Facebook already existed.
Exists?
yeah.
It
Twitter
was- it-
confused me because Facebook existed, and Facebook confused me because MySpace existed.
You know what? At a protest, let's all subscribe to Twitter Blue. It's at a protest, I
And my
swear.
fucking-
Yeah.
And my fucking thing is like I don't like Zuckerberg any more than I like Elon. I think they're both pieces of shit, and I'm just like I already have a.
if they,
I already
if they
have a.
tripped on
I
you.
don't give a shit, Gilly. I don't give a single shit. There are plus 170,000 words logged into the English lexicon. Okay, and despite the linguistic opportunities provided by this, any combination of terms, any formidable formation of locutions would fall short of describing how little I give a shit about whether you think it needs to be said or not. I said it.
This is beautiful.
What?
We need to start a non-Sonic show.
This is
This is the
perfect.
fireworks I've been wanting.
I like
The
this.
spark is
Oh
back
my
in our
God.
relationship. I think I'm horny again.
I'm gonna.
Guys, when do we get the hate fuck?
But
It's a
I
crazy. It's a
already have
crazy
a
way to talk.
following on
It's a
Twitter.
crazy. It's a crazy way to talk and a crazy way to.
I've never
it's
come so much in
is
my entire life.
So is exactly the way you feel they need to react to it, buddy. I don't know what to fucking tell you. But
I don't like Elon, but anytime you
doesn't
say
matter,
something
it's-
mean about Elon, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say you
I
don't
care-
need to
no,
say
I don't
it.
give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about that. It's that everybody does this fucking dumb shit.
They are
Because they have a-
exercising their First
No,
or Second
I-
Amendment
I-
rights.
No,
They're Americans,
They
Gilly!
fucking hair up their ass about one billionaire because they saw a bunch of other people do it, and now they make it everybody else's fucking problem by telling everybody to jump to a new fucking platform every time there's a fucking problem.
did
It's
I jump
crazy.
to the new platform?
I'm not
I
talking
agree,
about you.
I agree with Gilly. I agree with Gilly.
Yeah.
100%.
That
That was
my,
driving me
my
crazy,
thing
and
is,
nobody was talking about it. And I appreciate Gilly yelling about it. It was awesome. I
but
appreciate you
again,
being-
to finish my
Dude, no,
fucking
no.
thought,
I drove. Hold on. Let me say one thing because I go fucking crazy the other day. I know that's one person, and I'm not gonna say who it is. But the other day, because I made that fucking tweet about when the Threads thing first happened, and I said. I forget what I like verbatim, but I was like, so we're just gonna jump to the new fucking like Zuckerberg Monopoly app, and then people just like jumped down my throat, including this one person who was like, you gave a billionaire $8, and he just like said like multiple tweets about this shit, and I'm like, I just said it's stupid to do that, and then jump to it, but whatever. And then I saw the same fucking person, reply to somebody else the other day about that stupid Blizzard shit, and he said monopolies are bad.
it's like we also just. I don't give that much of a shit about the Twitter Blue thing because it's just like, how much money do you give to fucking Jeff Bezos on a daily basis?
Dude, $8 is like what it costs to get
Yeah.
a coffee at Starbucks.
Not to mention,
hate-
it's ignoring the fact that we are content creators. Our job is to have our stuff get out there to more people. $8 a month so that more people see your shit is literally the cost of being a content creator for some people. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So,
Brother,
ladies and gentlemen,
I've been Google 50% of my fucking money for years.
Yeah.
ladies and
My
gentlemen.
only- and my main thing, and no, give me just a second, Bob,
Okay.
because I never got to finish what I was saying.
Go
but,
on, go on.
my thing is like, I've already got a following on Twitter. I'm not jumping shit from that because this, again,
right?
just got to go off of that is like, again, it just would not make any goddamn sense. And from what I've heard, Threads fucking sucks anyway. So it's like,
Yeah, I heard there's a bunch of like shit you don't want to see, which defeats the entire purpose of it.
well, it's like, yes,
They don't have any.
the-
They don't have any algorithm set up to filter content.
Yeah, what's that stupid like for you tab that we have
Yeah,
now
yeah.
is like that is Threads. That's the way it's been described to me.
I
So
keep
it's like
getting the
no,
same
Gilly,
fucking
I
content
agree with
creators in
you.
that thing. I swear they're paying people off.
Yeah.
You all know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna name
Is-
them.
Because I'm with you, Gilly. I think like acting like Threads was a solution to anything was stupid. Because I'm just like, nah, Zuckerberg sucks just as much, if not worse. And so if you want to make it about the people that own it, that's not like a logical solution. But it's also just like from every way that I've been looking at it, it's just a bad app.
Well, also, it's just the thing that people keep trying to do is never, ever, ever going to work because it's never worked and it's never going to. The whole, like, not many social medias, like, sites have truly died. And the ones that have happened naturally.
Yeah.
Because people subconsciously chose to, like, the whole MySpace thing, people chose to migrate to Facebook because people started using Facebook and then MySpace started dying. People
But
didn't,
making a revolution about it never worked.
They didn't do this mass exodus where we're like, we're done with MySpace because Tom is a Nazi.
Well, I mean, hang on.
I don't know why I sounded Alex Jones just now, but that didn't happen. So I don't see how a bunch of people, because do you know how many fucking people use Twitter?
I mean, the other thing is, if you're going to have a revolution, you've got to publicize it. And if you're going to publicize it, you've got to publicize it in the place where people are looking. And if you're trying to move people, if you're advertising your exodus of Twitter on Twitter, you are feeding Twitter.
I think...
Also, let's not talk about how this is an Instagram app and Facebook are the ones who fucked up Instagram in the first place, because people have been complaining about that for years.
Well, that's also what I was saying too. Is like, I mean, you say it doesn't happen unnaturally, but like that's what happened to Vine. That's what happened to what's that?
What do you mean?
Wait, no, Vine got bought and killed.
Yeah,
Vine was bought and killed. That's not natural.
I'm still shocked that Tumblr.
No, but I'm saying like Twitter is still around. The only reason Twitter would die is if users decide to go somewhere else and stop using Twitter, which is not going to happen.
Or if Elon were to do the buy and kill it thing, like what happened with Vine.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm arguing about. I have no idea. I'm exhausted. Let's carry on.
We got Vine at home.
There is way less of an argument going on than we even fucking realize. Like,
we're just yelling.
I think everyone's just tired.
Yeah,
I think
I know what's happening. I know what's happening.
Listen, there's a fantastic.
We are newly energized.
No,
this is the real revolution.
There's an incredible quote from a South Park episode.
It won't be televised.
The revolution will not be televised. It'll be streamed on YouTube.
There is an incredible quote from the fucking South Park post-COVID special. Cut everyone some fucking slack, you know?
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say, like, it's the thing that I like about this. We all just suddenly get this giant burst of energy, and you know why? It's because we got to not talk about Sonic for a couple minutes.
You might be onto something, son.
All right, so shall we move over then to our pal Jamal?
The next one, yeah.
Wayne, I think you're up, aren't you?
Yeah.
Shoot, where are we?
I think our viewers
our pal
went up.
Jamal.
Did you say they went up?
I think
they've been consistent.
That's not how it works.
Let's see. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I see the Threads one. Jamal Simmons, our pal Jamal, with $5. Happy B Theory weekend, guys. Milk Bro Forever Wallace Turtle Power.
Happy B Theory weekend, Jamal. That's why you're our pal.
I love that he pops into my regular solo streams and gives the exact same spiel every time.
I love it.
Without fail. It's amazing.
He knows what he wants to say. Like, that's
he knows what he wants.
Okay, so David Crespo sends $1.99. Won't be able to make these live. Starting a new job. Well, whose fucking problem is that, huh? Fucking loose.
Congrats on the job, Crespo.
Good luck with the new job.
On the job. Thank you for giving us money from your new job.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. SP with 714. Thank you. Shadow is dead and gone forever. Spoilers if this is 2002 and you haven't played Sonic Adventure 2.
God damn it. God.
I was going to say 2001 and you haven't played Sonic Adventure.
Gilly.
Barker.
Sonic Fan 1661, is that where we're at?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not reading this.
Do it. Come on, do it.
No.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking,
go ahead, Mr. Boobies.
No, I'm reading that. Speaking unprofessional was your sexual harassment policy. I don't know if we can even joke about that without just getting demonetized.
I mean, I'm not able to make advances on Wayne anymore.
We had a meeting about it.
Yeah, we did.
We had several.
In season 1, there were a lot of jokes about that and jokes. And now we don't do that anymore. But I'm still gonna.
Holy
still
shit!
gonna put a
I
little
legit
pink
forgot
finger
about
up.
that.
We don't
Fucking
joke
sure
about
my
it anymore.
milk.
We only choke about it.
Yeah, we don't joke about it. I just stick my finger up his ass every chance I get.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Oh no!
It's already
Seriously?
limited monetization. I've checked it. Relax. It does that automatically now.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No, it does it automatically now. As soon as we start streaming, it goes limited monetization.
Oh, that's a why?
Because
Why?
Because we swear
prob-
a lot.
Probably because of the way we speak
Susan's
all
a
the
cow.
time.
And I know she's left, but still, fuck Susan.
Oh my God! Next one, Gilly, you want to get?
Yeah,
beat
be
Noah?
Dick and Noah.
Be Dick
Be
and
Dick and Noah. Be Dick and Noah with 2 Canadians. You're too cool.
Thanks.
The next one we have is also from Beta Kanoa. Thank you for the $2 Canadian and the heart emoji, kind of.
Phoning it in this week, B. Dickanoa. Where's our individual shout-outs?
No. Thank you, Bedicano. We appreciate you.
No, don't
We
listen to
appreciate
Wayne.
every
Alright.
dollar you sent in.
Wayne is that parent that lies to their child about their art being good.
Oh my god.
And
And do you know why that parent lies? Pup?
I, um,
It's going right
you
here on
get-
the refrigerator.
Because you get more.
Yay!
It's funny you say that. One of my someone in my store like drew like a little Wojak that just said like get out, it's vacuum time, because we were just waiting on people to leave so we can, you know, do closing up stuff. And I printed it out and I got some magnets and I put it on the fridge in the break room.
Oh. I just see that we've got a new super chat from B. Dickanoa, but we'll get to it. All right. Who's up?
that would be Wayne, and you and Sonic Fan 1661's back with some more horny
Yeah.
posts.
Mm,
So
boy.
have
Let's
fun.
see. Yeah, Sonic Fan 1661 with $2. Pup in response to the bat.
How is this in response to the bat, though?
Because of the novelty.
What? Oh, for fuck's sake. I get it now. When he
Novelty
said the
harder,
when
Daddy
when
Cirrus.
when they said the bat, I thought they were talking about Gilly.
Pop, just read the next one.
Yeah. Okay. So Wayne past Wayne way past Cool
Wayne-
Kid
Wayne Pat's
said
Wayne Pascal.
Oh no.
we figured out way past Cool Kid's secret identity. Sends $4.99. Hi boys, Sonic Prime Season 2 was great. I bet Pup loves Chaos Sonic. Yeah, kinda do. Out with my fiance right now though, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. I love y'all.
I read poop.
Out with my fiance right now, though, but just wanted to poop.
Who just wanted to poop. Thanks for the poop. We'll follow up. Thank you, way past Cool Kid.
Sonic Fan 1661 with $5. Thank you. The show isn't necessarily amazing. I do,
Damn.
however, love
Okay.
all the-
Hey!
Are they talking about us? How dare?
God,
Sorry,
do better.
I
Really
let me
bad.
finish this. I'm too tired for
Yeah,
this shit.
come on, fucking read already. Come on.
I do, however, love all the little Easter eggs and such. Anyone catch the adventure pose in Pirate World? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
did.
They did have cute little nods. They were nice.
Shit, boy.
Gilly.
Black Yakuza.
Yakuzu.
Black
Yakuzu.
Yakuza 94.
Burger.
The reason everyone loves Shadow in Prime is because he acts like a tired old man who hates dealing with the kids, so it's Nick. Just like
Yeah.
most older Sonic fans.
There you have it. I mean,
I think you're running in contest with me in terms of that particular role, Gilly.
pussy.
All right, Cirrus.
Ozjam H, thank you very much for the $10. Sonic Prime, a show I enjoyed for my low standards. That said, I think if the premise wasn't multiverse, it may be more enjoyable to others, along with not splitting into seasons. Also, hi gamers.
Hi, Ozjam H.
Hello! Thank you for
Hello.
giving us money.
Like what you like. There's plenty to like in that show. Just
Life
when
is
you're
too
a tired
short
old
to,
man.
to deny yourself enjoyment, you know? Life is too miserable.
There's plenty
that.
to like in hamburger buns.
Yeah.
The bread.
Like sesame
I would
seeds?
rather eat that than think about
The high
politics,
fructose
right?
corn syrup?
You know, you got the
The riboflavin.
Yeah.
Red? It's like that little crusty part because the bag wasn't sealed all the way. So it
Who's
dried out
up?
a little bit.
Who is up?
The powder at the powdery flour at the bottom.
Yeah.
Somebody.
flour.
Who is
wait,
up?
that means you're getting some artisan buns there.
The bag so you can suffocate yourself.
Whose damn turn is it next?
It's Wayne's turn.
Wayne.
I think it's mine.
Burger.
Mr. Terry Chaos with 2 pounds. At least Alt Dimension Nux's voice isn't awful as fuck.
I think we can say across the board, I think the voice acting's good.
Voice acting is fine.
I agree. I do still say that the regular vanilla Knuckles is not great.
You barely
we don't hear
fucking.
him at
When
all.
are you ever gonna hear him?
Why did
Well,
they
you hear
hire
him say
him?
the one line like
Why did they
15
hire
times.
It is bizarre that they didn't get Vincent Tong, who voices the pirate.
Every
Knuckles
other
and-
Knuckles?
Yeah, the other ones. It's weird they didn't get him to voice Prime Knuckles.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
It doesn't make
I-
any sense.
I can't see the sense in hiring different VAs for the same character effectively, even though it's not the same. It's a fucking multiverse. All right. Okay.
It doesn't make sense because it is the version we're seeing the least of.
When I said
it makes no
multiverse,
sense.
I feel like I said like moldy. Like there's a universe of just mold.
Moldy
be gross.
verse.
That's the hamburger
That
bun that's sitting
Is
under
a
the
Rick and
fridge.
Morty episode now.
Oh boy. All right. I think I'm up now, right?
Yep, you are.
Yep.
All right, Burger. Sonic Fan 1661 sends $2. We all sim for that shadow dick. Oh, sorry,
He
I just
didn't
mean
say-
dick.
He didn't say dick.
You gotta get that dick. Gotta get- That's how we
pop
avoid
off a
like
piece of my
commercial-
dick.
Yeah.
No,
Put
just
it in
that's how you,
My exquisite erection. My
that's how
dick.
we avoid
With my
demonetization. You just
dick.
got with a dick, with a dick,
Dick.
with a dick,
Dick.
with a dick.
My,
Yeah.
my dick.
We
My
just
dick.
have to stop. We just have to stop our cusses halfway through.
Pop off a piece of my dick.
So you mean we have to say Mountain Dew?
Mountain.
Yeah.
Dip.
Oz Jam H
Yeah.
with $5. Thank you. Would any of ye like me gamer beauties choose? Also, I like Doofy, not Metal Sonic, Chaos Sonic. He's an annoying little scrap, but I like him. I get it. Yeah, I was a little bit lighter on him yesterday in my video. I guess he's more annoying the more tired I am, but I could see people liking him just fine.
I would prefer to reduce him to scrap.
I just like having other Sonic robots. I'm a simple creature.
I want to see what kind of fucking stuff he can do with me.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I want to get
Gilly,
turned
you're
into
up
a
next.
pretzel and thrown into
Yeah,
a
you like
bus.
what you like.
Oz Jam Age is with $10. Now for an unpopular opinion. The Prime voice cast is good, but I wouldn't like them to be the new official voices personally, aside from Rouge perhaps, now to be in peace from on being on Twitter.
I don't think that's an unpopular
That's not
opinion.
Popular opinion, I don't think.
I mean, like,
think-
I completely, I think I agree with all of that, to be honest. Like, I think, yeah, this is the
Shadow?
best Rouge. I mean, Shadow, yeah, I mean, I like Kirk Thornton, though. Like, I might be the only one, but I like Kirk Thornton. I might be the only one who likes Kirk Thornton. But, like, yeah, I wouldn't want to sacrifice the cast that we have now, but I do like the Prime cast, and yeah, I gotta admit, I do like this Shadow a little more. Watchmen.
I think they're mostly interchangeable for me, and that's usually been the case for me for most Sonic voice acting. If I'm honest, I think they're all fine. Like I want everybody to have their jobs, and I think I respect all their talent. But like, until like, I didn't even know that was like really a big deal until like Radical Soda made a video a couple of years ago, and then like I better understand why. And like I've said on this show before, I also understand that passion behind it. I mean, like Brian Drummond is on Sonic Prime. He plays Eggman, and he's still my preferred Vegeta voice, for instance. So like, I get that. Just I don't know. They're kind of interchangeable right now. I think both sets of casts are very talented.
I feel like I wish I could hear more of them as the, Prime versions to get a better fucking grip
As
of,
opposed
like,
to
who they are.
stereotype versions.
Yeah, like, it's hard to comment on how good, Amy's Prime voice actress is as Amy when she barely plays Amy, but she does well with everything else she's been given, so fuck it.
All right,
Well, yeah, Burger.
that's serious.
Sonic Fan 1661. Thank you for the $2. Don't worry, Nick. It is very dull at many points.
What is?
Prime.
Dick?
the knife
Prime.
that you're about to get stabbed with. This is
Wow.
London.
Wayne, it's your turn.
The life
Okay.
of the Nick
We
is
got
ended by the.
Sonic Fan 1661 with $2. Sonic Underground at least has a funny baby death.
Hell yeah, kill the baby!
Kick the baby.
Don't kick the baby. Kick the baby. OzJam H sends $2. Sunset City, a Sonic podcast with Gilly there.
I'm sorry, Gilly. I do I know here's the thing, guys. Like, as big as our cast is, and we talked about this the other day off the air, like I don't think it's reasonable that all of us always have to engage the same shit when there's I'm looking back at our conversation. Like, that was a good engaging conversation. I know part of me is tired, but like I don't know if all of us needed to watch Sonic Prime.
He sweeps the floors, he shines his shoes.
I'm fine with skipping the next part.
I'm gonna watch it
So-
because I need to see what happens in the end. Oh god, did I just
that's
say
the thing,
something
like,
good? Is that
but
good?
like there's enough of us here that can enjoy it, and there's enough here that we don't need to force yourselves through something you don't give a shit about. And like, I don't know, we're gonna talk about like evolving the show in a different way over there too.
We
But,
should like do a pitch episode where we pitch our ideal Sonic TV show.
I'm tired. I don't
Hey,
wanna
you
talk
were the
about
one that
Sonic.
suggested we do a pitch episode.
No, I know. I'm just tired today. Like
You're tired
we'll
because
talk
you had
out-
2 hours of sleep, mate.
yeah, no, you're right about that.
You
I don't know. I'm
stupid
just
bitch.
excited about some stuff we've been talking about behind the scenes. So we'll get to that another time.
Right, well, Nick, you are up.
Yeah. TJ Nightwolf with $50 generous dollars. Thank you
Oh.
so much, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
Always appreciate the laughs, guys. Cirrus, sorry about the Denver experience. Yeah, dude, that's just nightmarish. Hopefully you'll end up here under better circumstances someday. I've never had a good time in Denver.
Okay.
I got to see the horse. That was neat.
Did you?
The blue horse. Yeah.
Did you see it? Did you see it from the airport?
No, so we had to go to Westminster because there was no. So United canceled so many flights that you couldn't get a hotel in Denver. You had to go to a different city. So we got an Uber to Westminster, which was like $100 fucking dollars. And we got to see the horse on the way out and the way
Is
in.
it big?
It's about two people standing on top of each other tall, so about 10, 15 feet. It's
I
big.
thought it was much bigger than that.
Just
For-
as the perspective
For
of
someone
several
to be
feet away in a
15...
car.
Wait, hang on. 15 feet tall is not two people stacked up unless they are
I said
very...
10, I said
You still
my words
included
exactly.
a 15
Hold
in
on.
there. Two
And there are people who are 7 feet tall.
Yeah, that's
I
that's
said
very tall
10
people.
I said 10 to 15 feet.
Well, why do that? Commit to a number, you fucking coward.
I guess all people are the same size
Just
all the time.
commit to
Pup,
a number.
which would be super helpful.
Just
for
say
your
how
ego.
big the horse is.
Kill, it's your turn.
How big is a damn horse?
I didn't go fucking measure it.
How
you
big is the
asshole.
horse, damn it?
Where are we at?
He's blue.
Mr. Omega, Mr. Salty.
What's wrong with the street?
It's under the big pink $50 one.
Falling Down, excellent movie. I think
I mean,
that's not
literally,
very
Wayne, you
problematic. I
kinda
think
did it.
it's a, just a
There's
great
nothing
damn
even
show.
so-
Omega Mr. Salty with a $2.99
Burger.
Thank you. Omega Mr. Salty.
Sonic fan
Thank you, Omega, Mr.
1661.
Salty.
What Nalisabi, are you okay after being traumatized? Thank you for the $2.
I didn't do it. Wasn't me.
Dude, this scene was fucking rough. Nick, you've seen season 1 of Made in Abyss?
Yeah.
The arm.
Yeah.
That one got me. Oh,
I'd forgotten about that till you said that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're remembering it now, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Dwayne, you're up next.
Burger.
All right. Song fan 1661. I mean, isn't Tails a trap?
Why don't you have a seat? Take a seat.
A lot of people were confused about his gender and color. So yeah, I guess so.
He's orange.
No.
He's an
No,
orange
no,
baby
no, no,
boy.
no.
I'm sorry.
no, no.
I'm sorry. I'm too tired. I can't do it today. I can't do it.
Yeah,
He's an
you
orange
can.
fella. Just like Donald.
Pup, it's your turn.
It is. Okay.
He's yellow.
Orange. Josiah Rovira Rovirosa.
Roe v. Wade. I know.
Come on! Sends.
Come on with that.
I like that you said "come on" with that, and then Gilly showed up in this happening.
You summoned him. You know those old memes that are like, what would you put in a summoning circle to summon me? Well, we fucking know now!
Okay, we are having ever so slight technical hitches, but there's not really anything we can do about it now, so we're just going to have to read on, I guess. Alright, so yeah, Josiah Rovirosa sends $4.99. I'm a little tired of IDW Sonic. I want some action and a good story, because it feels stagnant right now. Nothing amazing is happening. Thoughts? I haven't been keeping up.
I still enjoy it, but you can tell just how limited these creators are with these characters, especially compared to like late season Archie or stuff like that, where they had a little bit more freedom to do stuff, like actually engage. Like I know people get dramatic about Sonic versus Tails, and that wasn't a great story, and it was truncated more than it was supposed to be. But at least it was still something different, right? Like this is like, I'm with you. Like I still love IDW Sonic. And I like the little character moments in between everything, but like I also understand like it's spread very thin. Like all Sonic media, like if they're going to be expanding the cartoons and shit, everything's spread pretty fucking thin with what they can do with characterization and world building. So yeah, I get it.
Explain that just the way it is.
Anybody else?
We've said this opinion 1,000 times, but I think making the second arc of the comic Metal Virus may have had awkward implications on how people felt further arcs felt.
Yeah,
like Imposter Syndrome and like the Eggpire stuff, I really, really enjoyed. But again, like once that's over,
it just feels very lackluster compared to Metal Virus. That just happened way too soon. Like that was like we had a arc, and then we had this multi-year crazy story that set the precedent for the whole fucking thing. And like that is still my most popular video when it comes to IDW Sonic, like by a country mile.
mm-hmm.
And like if you can't keep that engagement up, like what are you supposed to do? Again, I still think they do a lot of cool stuff, but
yeah. It's just kind of like, especially since the follow-up afterwards was a bunch of 3 to 4 issue long stories, just a bunch of like little mini stories with all the characters, which is fine as a breather, but after a while it does feel like, okay, when's the next really, really big thing gonna happen? And
it was like a year of a breather.
Yeah, and then we finally got the Battle for the Empire and stuff like that, which was a good payoff after all of that, because most of it was like, hey, we got these little stories and Starline's fucking shit up in the background.
Yeah,
it's part of just I don't know, comic books and like the ways that they have to be written and the ways that stories have to be told, like through that I've just gotten kind of tired of in general. It's like Spider-Man in the comics has been fucking atrocious. Stuff like that. It's just, you have to keep these things moving. You can't stray things too far from where they were at, or people hit you fit because you aren't telling the exact same fucking story the exact same fucking way. And then if you are just doing that, then that's all you're doing. So
that's the problem with canon, though. This is why I liked late Archie Sonic, and this is why I'm not going. Like I get it. Like the main game canon is the most important one. Sega Japan needs to do blah blah blah. But like, there's just no freedom in storytelling. There's just none. Like they have these very limited characters that have to be these default things all the time. They cannot change whatsoever. And then you're gonna say like all of it is canon to itself. And I understand, like, I don't know, like the priority to be like everything needs to go and fit together in a certain way versus just telling a good fucking story.
I think sometimes it's less down to canon for me and more down to the fact that Sega is very, very obsessed, because it's a franchise character. It makes sense, but still, they're very, very obsessed with making sure that Sonic is very sitcom-y. Everything must get back to the status quo somehow. You can't shake things up too hard or for too long in any piece of Sonic media. And that's a little upsetting. Like the only time you can have a character death is if it's a new character, and even then it might not stick. The only time you can have a character arc is again when it's a new character, and even that may turn into them just being this one person for the next 10 years. That comes down super hard on just the idea that you can't have an evolving world or an evolving story. You have to have a story that always goes back to status quo. And that's a problem that a lot of comics have had for a long time. Sonic's just doubly got it because he's such a franchise mascot on top of that. And we've got stories in games and other media that all have to do this same reset back to basics thing at the end.
I think that's why I enjoy the IDW characters as much as I do, because they're allowed to be a little bit more free with their growth and characterization. And that, honestly, now I'm thinking about it, maybe that's why Prime is the way it is, because they can tell stories with these characters in ways they probably wouldn't be allowed to do otherwise. But
yeah,
I get people getting tired, but also, yeah, they're always going to cater to the 8 to 12 demographics.
I wonder if at some point, just there's a separate conversation to be had here, but I wonder if at some point we're going to get actual IDW spin-off stuff for Sonic, because so like for Batman, White Knight is a spin-off story, the Jack Napier Joker story. It's a really, really fun story, and it's allowed to do all kinds of things with the characters because it's not canon to whatever main universe shenanigans they're doing. I wonder if that would be a way that IDW could tell us a lot of those fun stories.
I just, unfortunately, I don't think you're going to see too much. Like, the only different canon I think we're probably going to see for a while is like the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just because, like, everything I've heard, and especially after, the lawsuits with, Ken Penders and all that other bullshit, like, Izuka has such a tight hold on like what happens in this franchise now. And I can't imagine them ever really shaking loose of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I get irritated with fans that are just like, well, Freedom Fighters are never coming back. Like, why? They were not hurting you that entire time. That was a separate storyline, separate from your video games. Why? I don't know. That's my rant. I want to keep going.
Guys, one sec. I'll be right back.
All right.
Then I think that would make it my turn then if Gilly's hopping off for a sec.
Okay.
OzJamH, thank you for the $2. I don't like Elon, but
Oh, fucking kill me. All right, OzJamH with $2. Sunset Threads Social Media Trends Podcast.
I mean, I'd be game. That's kind of funny.
So funny.
Mr.
All right,
SP with $5 Booker. Welcome to Sunrise City, the non-Sonic podcast for whatever else we feel like talking about that isn't Sonic. I'd be down for that. Thank you, Mr.
It's
SP.
not a bad name. It's not a bad
I'd
name.
also be down for that sometimes.
Yeah.
Booker.
All right. Aiden F with $5. Thank you. Didn't think my super chat would get that crazy. Lol. Glad I distracted everyone from the blue rat. Happy Friday.
Sometimes
Thanks,
just a
Aiden.
drop in the water is all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
oh, Black Yakuzu 94, thank you for the $5. Y'all should not talk more about non-Sonic related subjects more often in the Sonic podcast. Yes, we should.
I'm having
or
a
should
stroke.
Not.
What? Yeah,
James John's having a strong.
All right, Wayne, you're up. Booker.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around that one. All right, Bidikanoa with $5 Canadian. As funny as it is listening to you guys struggle, my name is pronounced Ichi?
Ichi.
Not
Bidichi Noah. Oh, Bidichi
I was going to
Noah.
ask. I was going to ask
Noah.
because you spoke with such authority, and I kept wondering why.
I'm just.
Thank you, Bidichi Noah.
Thank you, Bidichi Noah. That actually rolls off the tongue much nicer as well. All right. Am I up? Is it me?
Yeah, you're up.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey Bennett 2587 says, "Hi everyone. I see Gilly is Sir's soul sister still."
Yeah.
Oh,
Boobs.
boobs.
Babies. I bet Way Past Cool
Alright.
Kid loves you too the most.
Boobs.
All right. Got
Yep.
Ian Waffles,
Yep.
$5. Get me on the show so I can rank the top 5 hottest Sally Acorn designs with Game Apologists. That'll wake him up. Thanks, Ian. If you, I mean, we've talked about him in Low. Oh God, I'm so tired. These are the other folks doing Archie content. Go watch their videos.
The
Yeah.
other folks? Okay. Oh wow, I see. Ooh.
I've done like 5 Archie Sonic videos. Yes.
Oh, the others. You're the main one. Okay.
That wasn't the
The
implication at all.
others. The other ones. Cyrus, you're
We
up.
do have to get Ian on sometime soon.
The
for
other,
sure.
yes, the
Jam.
other Archie creator.
Oh, the other
The-
content creator.
The other one.
Go with.
Alright, Cyrus, go on.
Can't wait for Portland Retro to be with all the other content creators.
The other
Us.
ones.
Ozjam H, thank you for the $2. Gamers, I have a confession. I do not like burgers.
What the fuck?
Get out.
Yeah, get out of here.
Leave the stream then.
We eat red meat on this show.
Look, you could do so much better in your personal life, in your relationships, and everything if you would just accept
Eat
that
the
burgers
burger.
are good and you should enjoy
Linda.
them.
Wayne, is it you? Is it you? You're up? Are you up?
It is me.
Okay, here's another one that needs to tell us how to pronounce a damn name.
Popweed?
Poinpy.
Pointy?
Popweed. With $5. Gex is back. Yay! It's tail time. Also, the Sunset City podcast is like a
Like a luau.
Like a luau at
a
Mel
luau.
Blanc's house.
A
Mel
luau
Blanc.
at Mel Blanc's house.
Yeah.
Shut up, Pop.
Quote from
That's how it's
Gex.
pronounced.
Mel Blanc is Mel Blanc, you idiot.
Mel Blanc.
God damn it.
The French
I-
name.
I've never played Gex, so
I've played 5 minutes of Gex, and that was all the Gex I needed to play.
I'm excited. I've never beaten any of them. I like the idea of Gex more than I have actually enjoyed playing them, but I'm excited he's back. They did drop a lot of. It's like, hey, go buy the old shit all over again, and I'm like, I'm here for it. Like,
Yeah, we're
Limited Run
getting-
announced a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I love
we're
buying
getting a
back
Lost
my
Shantae
possessions.
game. That's
Brilliant.
pretty cool.
A Lost Shantae game, which is wild. I
Yeah.
love that. They're actually going and finishing that. Tomba's coming back.
That
Really
surprised the
cool.
hell out of me.
It was just a night of retro gaming foibles, wasn't it?
I mean, the Limited Run games like whole thing. So I mean, it makes sense. But like I was just excited because it means like rare games are becoming less rare.
Okay, I'm
It
back.
was,
Good.
Okay, Gilly's back.
it
Oh,
was
wait.
funny because what?
Nick, I made you something real quick.
Oh God.
You gotta check Twitter. I didn't tag you, but I tweeted. You guys can check it out too.
Oh no.
By the way, just to let you boys know, we are having some stream issues, so it's probably best that we just kind of power through this as kind of quickly as possible.
All right. I mean, do we have anything else we want to say about Limited
Gex?
Run games or any of that stuff? Gex or anything?
I did think it was funny the one post I saw that was like it was Gex looking back at the camera and saying, if you didn't expect a bunch of shitty like artificial FOMO from a company called Limited Run, I don't know what to tell you.
Really clever, actually.
Amazing.
Who's up? Who is it?
I think I did the last one.
Oh, so it's me.
yeah.
Sonic fan 1661 sends $5. If you're not tired of all the Sonic, you're probably insane. In other news, you can probably guess the mental state of many Sonic fans at this point. We are a fragile bunch when I think about it. I haven't seen anyone complain
I've
this
been on
much.
Twitter long enough to know exactly how sane the Sonic fandom is.
I like being a Sonic fan, and I like being a Spider-Man fan, and I like all of it. I'm having a
would.
great
Yeah, I
bloody
like what
time.
I like.
I'm
I
having
like
a
what
good
I like.
time.
Yeah, I'm in my 30s. I ain't about to jump out now. Fuck it.
I just interact with other people in the community less.
Can you just not?
Sonic fan.
I hate you, Wayne. All right.
1661 with $2. Pump wants to know how big the horse is. Just all day. I mean, thanks for the money.
You dirty
wonderful.
bastard! Thank you for the money, you filthy fuck!
Sonic fan, you doing okay? You need to talk.
You saucy bastard!
Everything okay at home?
Sit down for a second.
All right, Gil.
Oh wow, we got something we actually didn't bring up. Yeah, there you go.
Erwin Guerra with $10. Did you know gaming? That's not you need the question mark. Did you know gaming? has a video where Sonic Chronicles developer reveals a sequel plot. Too bad for Knuckles. Said that Shade and the other echidnas could have been used to continue his lineage.
He was gonna come?
Good for him.
Knuckles.
Yeah, they did pitch. I mean,
Buckles.
again, like considering the end of that game, like they did have some more plans going forward. I actually got in a very like polite debate with the dude who wrote that script on Twitter.
Oh, Dr. Lava?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's cool.
No, he's definitely cool. But like, I mean, the script just says it like, hey, Ken Penders is the reason why we don't have Sonic Chronicles 2. That he's not the reason we don't have Sonic Chronicles 2. Like the lawsuits happened like 2 years after that game came out. Sega was not going to do anything with that.
I always kind of thought just because I always kind of thought that because Chronicles 1 ends with like getting back to the main universe and there's the Egg Fleet there, and Unleashed begins with Sonic assaulting that fleet. I always just kind of assumed that Unleashed just happened after Chronicles. Like there's literally just one beat and then the other thing.
I'm not super worried.
Sorry,
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think it's not canon.
Well, it is now. Yeah.
Is it? What? When? How? Why? What?
They've declared that a long time ago. Like that's how Sega deals with all this shit. They never want to deal with
canon.
They never want to deal with the Western stuff.
Nah.
Here's the thing. Shut up. Here's the thing about the sequel plot. I think they just said like oh, they could use Shade to do that, and then everyone's like losing their minds about like I don't think that was the actual plot. He was just saying like potential story ideas. Like the actual plot was like Eggman took over the world. And it really felt like with Chronicles 1 and then 2 would have continued it. Like this is the closest like the American stories were going to be to like the game canon. And I kind of miss that. I think that kind of sucks. But
it almost kind of sounds like the potential plot for Chronicles 2 is just kind of Sonic Forces, just minus the
well, that's what Sonic Forces is, and that's what Prime is have. Like they just took Sat AM again, and they just did that, but don't use other characters.
It's funny how there's only one project that's done the What If Eggman 1 thing right, and it's Sonic CD.
Still say it's Sat AM. I still think Archie and Sat AM did a good job with those stories.
I just appreciate that CD just has the regular Eggman and not the fucking weird-looking fucking robot arm one.
But anyway, I don't know. What I'm more interested about with Chronicles, and I try to reach out to writers about it, like, and I didn't have any luck. And I wonder if Dr. Lava did. I wonder if I should just poke his brain about it. I really wanted to know like their interpretation of like the writer situation, because Penders claims they stole his ideas. And I've always been under the assumption they're like, hey, since this is all part of the Sonic property, we can just use the American storylines and just, shape it up as it is. And I don't know if that's giving them too much credit. It's clearly based off stuff Penders did. Like, there's no two ways around that.
He just fucking ripped off the Twilight Cage from the Phantom Zone anyway, so it's like
chicken.
Yeah, like, everyone knows that. Yeah.
None of this shit is original.
So I wonder though. I don't know. I don't think they're intentionally trying to undermine Penders or the works or anything. I think there's just enough elements there. They're saying like, yeah, here's the closest we can get to like the Archie stuff that's happening. So that's a kind of cool little nod to the Western fans, I guess. I don't know. It just sucks that it just went nowhere, and then Sega dealt with it like they did with anything else and just said, fuck it. We don't care. Shove it under the rug. Also, it's not canon. Just whatever.
All right, well, Cirrus, I think you're up, aren't you?
Whether or not I am, OzGem H, thank you for the $2. By the way, notice the new logo on the thumbnails looks nice.
That was actually a bit of an oopsie on my part. I didn't actually... Never mind. Well, I'm glad you like it.
Task failed successfully.
It was more of a test design, but I guess fucking mistakes happen. Twice, apparently. God, I'm incompetent.
All right, Wayne.
I'm glad you like it.
We got OzJam H with $2. Nor pizza, tacos, or any iconic food. I be picky. Honestly, that just kind of sounds like you're missing out more than.
It just sounds like you eat very healthy and very boring. Well, good for you.
He's like, I like hamburger buns.
Okay, but are we talking like? Oh God, fucking damn! Are we talking? Forgot what I was gonna say. Do you like taco shells?
The Mexican hamburger bun.
Do you like lightly salted tortilla? Just the tortilla.
All right, who's
It's not coming back to me. Let's move on.
who's up?
I think it's you.
your turn, pup.
Okay. Okay, OzJam H, thank you very much for the $2 says, I like what I like, just not on Twitter, yo. Valid. I like Twitter.
I need to train myself to just not use Twitter as much.
I think it's okay, and I don't know. Like, if people hate it, don't use it. That's as simple as that. I understand the importance of like being in contact with other people. Just I don't know. Don't be on it if you're angry about it. Just have it there if you need contacts.
Twitter's like crack cocaine. It is enjoyable in short doses, but it will probably kill you if you overdose.
We all use that to chat most of the time anyway, so I don't know
All
if I can-
owned by Google and Apple and
It's all garbage.
Also, before the super chat cut off, just everybody, Wayne had a birthday this week. Send him
Yeah,
birthday
God.
money via this stream,
I
Happy
forgot my
birthday.
birthday twice now.
so I can
Oh
get
my
a
God.
percentage of the birthday money.
everybody send Wayne the cost of a bag of hamburger buns.
Can we get some birthday super chats for Wallace?
Are we talking like the $5 artisan ones? Are we talking
Honestly,
about like,
dealer's
the
choice.
$1, the $1 Walmart
The
buns?
the Dollar Tree buns or the Shop and Stop Stop and Shop brand.
The
buns.
amount that McDonald's pays for their buns per year.
I'll be able to tell how much you love me by the burger buns you provide.
Wayne, I don't know what to tell you.
And
You're
Wayne's
getting-
already quite a sad man sometimes. He could be awful
getting some
lonesome.
great
So if you
value
show him
shit.
some love, you know, like, he won't feel so lonesome tonight, you know?
Fuck.
Oh, and my birthday is on the 20th.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Happy
Ah,
birthday, bud.
happy, yeah. Wait,
Happy burgers.
when is
I'm
happy?
gonna-
So you can send us more money next week.
Gilly,
Yeah.
Gilly, your birthday's on the 21st. It's on the 21st.
Yeah, my birthday's on the 21st.
Yeah, that's.
I'm so old that I forget.
I'm gonna ride a train up to New York so I can egg your house for your birthday.
Oh,
and then
I
I'm
want
gonna leave.
pizza.
Birther.
All right, who's
Oh, wait. So I have an idea for cons that I drive to, probably too many games.
Okay.
I don't know what else I could do this in, but so I wanted to I'm broke right now until I get paid, but I wanted a birthday present for myself, and I ended up putting it on credit, and then I talked to my mom, and I think she said she would just buy it for me as a birthday present. Wasn't super expensive. Usually they're very expensive, but like an indoor electric pizza oven. There's like a really cheap like Chinese one that works really good, and after
hell
a coupon, there's no tax and no shipping, and it was like $160.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and so I mean it's cool that I'm not gonna pay for it, but
Yeah.
but it's like it's big, but it's small enough to fit in my car. So theoretically, I could bring it to conventions that I drive to.
Oh, that'd be
Too many
sick.
games could have it could have good pizza around that place now.
Are you gonna cook it a pizza?
Yeah.
You're gonna cook a pizza.
Good God.
I can't wait for you to hand Wayne a fresh slice of Gilly branded pizza as he's completely fucking sloshed on straight vodka.
He's like,
I'm pretty sure-
Can I have the penne vodka?
It was funny 'cause-
Hold the penne, just the vodka.
It was funny, and as we were saying goodbye and stuff, and Amp was just like, "Oh well, I guess we learned some things this weekend, didn't we?" And I'm like, "Did we?" And I'm like, I'm like, I swear that's not gonna happen again next time. He's like, "Oh no, we won't let it."
You're not a chaotic drunk at the very least, Wayne.
No, I just
You're
passed
a-
the fuck out.
No,
His
you were
chaos is
watching.
trying to convince people that vodka tastes good to drink. on
You
its
were
own.
watching me finish Zelda and crying. You were a sweet boy,
I
sweet,
thought
gentle-hearted boy.
I thought it had a beautiful ending.
It was okay.
You know what? Okay. Wow.
Speaking of
Wow.
okay, whose turn is it?
And where are we at
It's-
as well? Are we still on the final OzJam one? Have we done the? Nope. Is it
I
Sonic
think we
Fan
did that one.
1661? I think.
Yeah.
Who's up?
That means it's Nick that's up with Mr.
Yeah,
SP.
Nick.
No, Nick's up with Sonic Fan 1661, isn't he?
Yeah, with the
Yeah. It says if you define okay as on the brink of insanity, sure.
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, kind of rolled right kick into there, didn't we?
Gweely. You're up.
Gweely the kid.
Gweely the Kid. You are up with Mr. SP. Go
Is
on, Gweely.
Is it-
William.
Hold on. There's a couple of Mr. SPs. Which one is it?
It's the one that's above
Alex Spark.
LX Spark. Yeah.
All right, Mr. SP with $2. I need that limited run Jurassic Park collection.
I do too.
I knew you were
And I
fucking
will be
pipe
one of
up.
those
So
whiny bitches.
predictable.
They should have had the Sega games. They should have put the Sega games on there. Why aren't they on there?
I want to make a mod for Street Fighter and just have the blonde guy just be named Guile. And just make it look like Gilly.
Guile's theme goes with everything.
It's just Gilly.
They're also making too many albums, Ninja Turtle albums. Like Ant like did the math. And he was like, if you bought all of them, it would cost you $587.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Did you see
That's insane.
Did you see like that neon green one for the like NES game?
You know I did, Wayne. God damn it.
Cyrus,
I
you are up
get it.
with a yogurt mail.
LX Spark, thank you for giving us $1. And
Yogurt mail. I don't even know what your
Wayne-
gender is.
Wayne, you get a wish yourself a happy birthday.
Yay. We got Sonic Fan 1661 with $2. Happy happy birthday.
You can't even get through happy birthday. Good luck with the rest of this, bud.
I think I'm actually going fucking cross-eyed right now. Jesus Christ. Oh. Happy birthday, what nail?
Come on, it's not difficult, man. Like,
What nolus name?
what nay nolus name? Erwin Guerra sends $5.
My name's pronounced.
Says, "Yo, happy birthday, William." My birthday was on the 12th.
Thanks. Happy birthday to you too.
Gilly, you're up.
That's so funny.
Wait, no, you're not. Nick is up next. Never mind.
Yeah. Sonic with $2. Thank you. Happy late birthday, Wallace. We love you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, now Gweely's up.
Mr. SP with $2. Here's 20 rupees. Don't spend it all in one place.
Maybe I can buy some rope bombs.
You want it?
lamp oil?
Holy shit. I ordered that pizza oven last night. It's coming tomorrow.
Oh fuck yeah!
Hell yeah.
And it wasn't even from Amazon, so that's surprising.
I was like, I ordered a finally like a new battery for my Wii U tablet, like the gamepad, and it came like the next day.
Cyrus, you are up with Mike.
Mike 1911, thank you for the $4.99. I'd love to smack Izuka in the head for this one, this one continuity shift, and not allowing non-game stuff in the series.
That certainly sounds like a cause for violence, I guess.
I
agree.
think they could keep it for kids, but be a little bit more courageous with their storytelling and world building, because we have seen it before in every medium of the franchise.
They can be braver. They can certainly be
They
braver.
can be brave.
So brave.
Maybe
We
introduce some of
got,
those Sunny M characters. Maybe the green fights. Some enemies become enemies, some friends become friends. Wait, that's not even right.
Some friends become friends. Gilly, as a friend, will you be my friend?
Wait, just fucking read.
We got Ellatrix with $2. Happy 15th birthday, Wobble Bobble Wayne.
Wobble.
Thank you.
Why are you here? You're a child. Get out. I said get out! I don't want kids! Get out!
Get out of here, you stupid animal!
Alright, I'm up. Okay, Aiden F sends $2. Happy birth, mess, Wayne.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Nick.
Black Yakuzu 94 with $2. Happy birthday, Wayne.
Appreciate it.
Guilt.
They really are sending the price of a pack of hamburger buns.
I'm glad I'm celebrating it all with you guys now because I literally spent like the entire day of my birthday at work. So
Why is
Now
your
you can buy
life
a
so
bunch of hamburger
sad?
buns.
Why are you such a sad man?
I had a manager. I don't know, we were casually talking or something. He was just kind of frustrated about people taking off time at the same time. And he was like, just childish, like people taking off work for their birthdays. And I was just kind of quietly looking at him like, oh, dude, I always just remember to go. I need my time. I need out of
Fuck
here.
off. Like, fucking...
It's when you just kind of look
We
at
are
him and
not
go,
at
"Hold
this
on."
point of misery yet. Come on.
You just kind of look at him and go, so of the 365 days you expect me to work, is it okay if I take this random one off?
Yeah, just be like...
It doesn't matter that it's my birthday. Just
Yeah,
I want to take this one off.
Just be like, fuck off, Hitler. Right?
I can't complain. I'm the manager. I write the schedules. Like I put myself down for that. So
Well, don't be Hitler. Alright, so...
okay,
Who's
I
up?
think I can manage
Just
that.
do better.
Who's up?
I just did one.
Wheelie, you're up with
So,
OzJam H, I
Wheelie.
think.
Mm-hmm.
OzJam H with $2. OzJam H with a pack of hamburger buns.
Yeah.
Happy beta testing day, Wayne. Here's your
No,
book-
what are you
boogers.
doing? That's not the one. That's not the one.
That's fine. We read it. Let's just.
OzJam H with the pack of hamburger buns. Healthy. Eat snack cakes and such. Been better though.
There you
I
go.
eat snack cakes. I didn't see because it didn't look like healthy. I eat snack cakes and such. Been better though. What I thought it was healthy. Eat snack cakes and such.
Shall I
That's a
put
snack
down a
cake.
super chat cutoff, by the way? Is that a good idea?
Probably a good
Jesus
idea.
Christ, yes. It is almost noon over here.
So from Sonic Fan 1661, stream buffered at Wayne had a birth. Oh my!
Congrats, Wayne.
I just said
thanks,
super
yeah.
chat cutoff now. No more super chats. Ever.
Even
For this
though we had
episode.
like a huge one. Thank you guys for that. All right.
Alright. Okay.
Wayne, since we already did Jam H, again, you want to do Otis?
Sure, I'll do. Otis Small with $2. Gilly should try out Gravity Circuit.
I played the demo the second it came out, and I'm waiting for a code for it.
Oh, look at me. I get codes.
So yes, I should try it out.
Oh, look at me. I'm Gilly. I get codes.
Because, yeah.
All right.
Alright, so next up, we have BD
Yeah, it's
Chinoa.
really you have to be really. It's a really exclusive process where you DM them.
We got BD Chinoa. Yeah, well, I never get anything back, alright? BD Chinoa sends 50 Canadian bucks. Merry birth,
you.
Wayne. Love you.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Very
Is that
sweet.
how much a pack of hamburger buns cost in
I'm
Canada?
getting
Getting a lot of hamburger buns.
the
Perfect.
best fucking buns.
Guys, thank you so much for all the love and support.
I
We really,
introed us.
really
I
appreciate
say
it.
that bit. Thank you guys for your support and your generosity today. All right, let's go around the table then. Fucking, Wayne, what you
What are
doing,
we-
man? What are you doing?
Digimon.
What you been doing?
We
We
making
what you doing?
some strides.
Working on Digimon.
playing some more Digimon.
Yeah.
Seems like it's a really tough game.
Buddy, I feel like after this, I'll be ready for anything because I don't know if I'll ever encounter something this bullshit ever again.
After this game, he can digivolve himself. And by digivolve, I mean he will scream, Digivolution, wait a minute, and then pass out in the middle of the street. That's going to be great.
Just gonna go ahead and do this all in no particular order.
Okay.
Over on my channel, the bloody Spider-Man retrospective continues. We've just recently done an episode on the 1960s animated series. And it's a very sad story, so if you want to feel depressed, that's one to check out. Zurus, what are you up to?
I am trying to do less.
Okay, but seriously now, like, just, without being a
That-
cute little princess, can you just tell us what you're up to?
No. I've been doing too much. I am trying to do less. That's not me trying to be cute. That's
Well, when you
reality.
do get round to doing more, what are you doing?
That is a very good question.
All right,
I
Nick,
don't
what are
know.
you doing?
I have not planned it.
What are you doing, Nick? What's going on? What's canon?
I just put together a Chaos Sonic video that is now up for everybody on Patreon. I'm gonna have to send it. Sorry, your boy's nearly broke. I gotta send in to sponsors to get paid. So I'm going to get that shipped off, and as soon as that's approved, we'll get that up for everybody else.
All right. Gilly, yeah. You
I
got
don't
anything
know.
you want to talk about? Anything you want to promote?
No, a video will come out
For the audience? Tell them what the subject of the next thing you're doing.
the beginning of August, and I don't have a subject, but I have a sponsor, so I need to have it out.
Maybe make a new video for the audience? Yeah,
should
you're
do a
going to be
video.
okay. Alright.
You should do a compilation video where you review all of the burner social medias that were supposed to be Twitter killers.
So that concludes the 107th very special episode of Sunset City.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the end of the episode, right? I thought you guys were going to say some more shit. I don't know, like...
No, it's like that wasn't. Did you say the 100th episode?
107th.
107.
Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
Yeah, 107th
Jesus
very
Christ,
special
I'm-
episode.
I think I'm
We should
dying.
just,
We're
we
like
should
on
just
the
say
spot.
every
I think
episode
this
is the
it.
100th episode.
I mean, it's... yeah.
Oh, I just need Connor here to go. Oh, I'm going.
Well, guys, next week's a very special week, so do be sure to get your wallets ready for that, because it is our 108th episode next week, so be sure to
also
celebrate with
Gilly's
us.
birthday.
And, yeah. We move? We
Will
go?
it? I think it'll actually be Gilly's birthday.
No, it won't. It'll be the
Yeah,
day.
I'm turning
yeah.
108.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck, you're old.
Not as old as Nick.
You guys will catch up eventually. That's how it works.
One of these is going to be the last thing said for the episode. One of them.
Are we still streaming?
Nick, I want to be just as old as you when I grow up. And yeah, we are still
I-
streaming, but we can go now if you want.
Yeah, let's
Please. God. I'm so tired.